A deal struck in a dark bid for truth and knowledge as an investigator finds herself in the center of a cosmic revelation. With otherworldly things happening and reality warping all around, there is no telling the real from the unreal. Trying to gain a hand over the unknown, our investigators delve into the knowledge of the old world and its texts. But all knowledge comes with a cost, and some lose more than others. With limited time and an unknown interest at play, will our three investigators understand the unknown or dance in blissful ignorance?
Thank you for that backstory.
Yeah.
Well, when last we saw our investigators who are going to get fucked.
Nope.
Let's see. Who is the dice choosing today?
No, we're fine, guys. Nyarlethotep is my best friend, and he would never cause us harm.
Well, that is Rain. You get the recap today.
Okay. So we started. I got a whole book from it down. We started. There was some. We were at the funeral. There was some psycho killer. Nearly already killed one of us. Took him out. Went outside. Then we got a card by some hooligans. Called up a phone booth, got told some details on a location and whatnot. We then went back to Genevieve's house and sanity shenanigans ensued. In which case, Genevieve met some horrifying creature. And that's basically where we are now.
Yeah. That is indeed roughly what happened.
I got Boston. I'm fucking
Yes.
Forest Lake.
I love how none of you even went to the library or anything. You did zero investigative
No,
work.
we're doing that now. That's down.
Yeah, not before someone gets dangerously close to possession.
I'm only at 0 sanity. What's the worst
That
that could
makes you
happen?
dangerously close to possession.
I think I'm just having a little bit of fun. Okay. I remember saying that I wanted to call Hypatia for some godforsaken reason. I do not remember.
Yeah, you guys also have that thing about going to New York, but
Yeah, that's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but that's like
long.
what, 2 weeks from now?
We have
that's not yet.
It's been 3 days, I believe.
Yeah, because first we
have 4
did
more days till I have to go to the will reading.
wherever the hell that is.
Yeah. Figure that out, I guess. Definitely won't get shot again, hopefully.
Well, don't worry, this time I'll bring along the shotgun.
Oh, you still know how to use one of those?
Yep, I have a 75 in one of those, so... I have to be careful what you say, motherfucker.
Are you threatening another investigator?
Just point it at the
Never.
right person, you know? Don't get loopy.
Don't get loopy. I'm not crazy. Anyhow.
Your sheet says otherwise.
Anyhow. What to do for the next 4 days, gang?
I don't know about you.
To
I'm
the
going to the fucking library. Clearly fucking shooting this thing don't work.
Well, you know, if
Genevieve, I do think you should stay home. You're not talking like yourself.
I have no clue what you could mean by that. I'm simply just saying the truth.
Yes, but that's all you're saying, though. You know, you're not really talking about anything else other than that.
Heaven forbid
Fuck
a
this.
lady such as myself want to, enlighten others.
Uh-huh.
Anyhow,
Well, you do what you're gonna do. I believe we're headed to the library.
yes, let's.
I don't know what that is around
Okay.
here.
Genevieve does. Although I don't think it is around here, because Genevieve lives in bumfuck nowhere. In England. So what, it's the 30-minute drive back to London?
No, I mean, that's the best place to find cryptic texts, you know?
And if you're wondering, you live in Farnham.
Farnham, that's what it was, thank you.
And technically, there is a library in Farnham Castle.
Well,
So if you could get into Farnham Castle, there is a library there.
I have a feeling based on the second statement that Farnham Castle is rather exclusive.
I mean, it's a wedding destination. Like, you can rent Farnham Castle.
The issue is, do we want to
Is the
spend
library exclusive? Is it like a
You
part
would
of
have to have access to the castle.
that? Mm.
Who
Don't
knows?
worry.
Maybe the will readings at Farnham Castle.
Don't worry,
It's
I can
not.
get it.
Damn.
Just let me work my magic.
And what magic is that, perhaps?
The art of seduction.
How delicate.
Well, well, Miss Seductress Artist, let's first, I don't know.
And if that doesn't work, I have a bottom floor form, but
Yeah, I guess Genevieve is going to drive the group to Farnham Castle, question mark? So that our lovely Casey Valentine can seduce somebody.
I'm gonna assume you drive not the castle grounds and more towards the estate manager's house, like
Yeah.
their office.
you know, I would
Yeah.
love if you were to assume that.
Let's assume that Genevieve doesn't actively break the law.
Well,
And-
no, because see, like I know you guys probably don't know much about like 19th century, like early 20th century. Like, let's be real, this is not something most people understand. Because like, who owns a castle?
Apparently this guy, who we're going to go see.
Or let me put it this way: what Americans own a castle? We don't have castles in America. But like Genevieve living in Farnham would absolutely, especially being an upper class citizen, would know that this property has an estate manager, and that's where you'd have to go.
Yeah, she would go where she needs to go.
There's no way she would make the mistake of just going to the castle.
Yeah, I would. Me, as a human being, would. But Genevieve is smarter than me, so let's hope.
It's more social.
Is she?
More, yeah. Anyways, yeah, you go to the estate manager, and you are actually welcomed pretty freely because I mean, you're rich.
Oh, so we could just go to the library now because I'm rich?
No,
Oh,
the estate manager is letting you in his office, like the bare minimum of getting into his office. Like, you're rich. You're rich enough that he assumes that you have legitimate means to financially access his services.
you see. Well,
Yes, he's judging you based on wealth.
No way.
in the 1920s. In 1920s
Classism.
England.
In 1919,
Classism.
not 1920.
1919 England soccer you. Anyway, I guess Shed and welcome. Like, would Genevieve happen to know the name of the person? Would there be a plaque with it on there? If not,
Yes. His name is Kier Larson.
Kier Larson. Well, Mr. Larson, me and my compatriots here are interested in accessing the library at the estate you manage. How much would that exactly cost?
Well, there's supposed to be a wedding there's supposed to be a wedding tonight. How long do you think you'll need the premises?
How long until the wedding? Like not. She's not asking that. What time of day is it? Like early morning?
It's early morning. His office probably only opened a few minutes ago.
Certainly before nightfall. I mean, certainly not. Not long enough to intrude. 3-4 hours at most, I'd imagine.
Well, I believe I can fit you in. That is going to cost. Let's see. No, that doesn't work because I have them. 1 second while I move things about, and you notice he like starts going on to like going through just ledger after ledger. You can see like multiple names jotted down, and he's like muttering to himself. But like eventually he does start Wow, my head just blanked for like a brief moment. Sorry. Eventually he does come to like a large, almost like calendar inside of it thing. And he looks at you and goes, I don't know. What is the... Well, I guess... This is a difficult one because I have a lot of people who want to use the grounds. You said you only need a few hours.
Yes, sir.
Would you need it today, or could you do another day of the week?
We could do another day of this week, absolutely.
Today would be preferable.
We could do another day of the week, absolutely.
Not exactly.
Well, let's see.
Who's the one with money here?
In that case...
Fucking rich people, that's what.
How about we do... I want to give you a good deal because you're a friend, and well, we get good business. But at the same time, I do have to. You understand? You understand?
Yes, I understand. Business is business. Friends will not.
Yes, exactly.
I'm debating if I should do something.
See, what you gotta do is you gotta like bemoan about your dead father.
I don't think he's gonna care about my dead father.
And your dead father was just like a filthy yank anyway. Richard.
He is rich.
Yeah, well, was rich.
Yeah, well, how well known is I forgot his name, the millionaire playboy.
He's very well known.
Even in London?
Well, Farnham.
Yeah, dude was like,
How well known
not a
is
minor celebrity.
How well known is his death?
Very.
Oh.
We can do. 47.50.
$47.50.
No, 47.50 as in 4,750.
Oh, okay. God damn. I don't think I have that footage on my hand.
Look,
What's your spending
mister.
limit?
My spending pool is 50.
50?
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Credit check.
Credit rating roll.
Ah, that sounds.
Wait, are you
You
spending
could try to
money?
negotiate, but
Okay. Wait. Look, mister. And I'll put my hand on his. My father, and I'll say his name, which I do not remember.
Roger Carlyle.
Roger Carlyle just died very recently, and I just need something to get my mind off the topic. And you look like a very handsome, mysterious man. Can't this one just go off the books? We're just gonna be in and out. Won't cause you any trouble.
Is Kier married? Would Genevieve know this?
you do know he is indeed married with children.
With children. Oh goodness.
Okay, like that stops people.
I,
Uh,
well,
he
he's
will look at
probably won't.
he'll look at you and go, "Ma'am, as much as I would love to entertain the offer, money is money."
At least
Money is a more enticing offer.
Ouch.
Well, look here.
Yeah.
The will reading from my father's estate is at the end of this week. And if we could
So
just
you'll
put
say you
in
don't
some
have the money yet.
my
Yeah,
friend could
we-
pay for it right here, but I would not like that to happen on my behalf. I just want to come here to soothe my soul, if you will. If I could put in an invoice and have you paid by the end of the week, that would be much more convenient.
I don't want to like put my
I
car
need
up.
you to roll me charm with a penalty die.
With a penalty die. Wait, how does that work again?
So roll your charm and then re-roll the tens.
Which one's the 10? This one?
So the one that's the tens you'll know because it'll be obvious.
It'll say 10 on it, perhaps.
Yeah, it'll have 2 digits on it.
Whoopsies. Yeah, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do.
You gotta re-roll that.
Yep. Okay.
Now re-roll that 20. Pick it up and just roll it.
I see.
Oh my
Wow, Max win.
Oh my god. Okay, well that's
Max win.
a fail. Obviously.
He is going to look at you fairly apologetically and say, "Well, I guess I can I guess I can give you a line of credit. Would 27% interest suffice?
goodness graciousness.
None if you pay me back on time."
Okay, I mean I'm gonna be rich by the end of the week, right?
Unless you've been disinherited.
And we'll say, how about we say, open of business on Monday.
That's fine with me.
That sounds very kind of you. I would appreciate that.
Okay. I do need you to reduce. What is your current spending level and what is your current assets?
Current spending level. Current spending. Let me go.
I guess the assets is the one that's important.
Assets is 25,000.
Okay. Reduce your credit rating by 5.
Oof, that's rough.
Imagine not having all of your assets tied up in land and a car.
Okay.
Well, you guys are getting assets?
You have a driver, or do you know how to drive?
I think I know how to drive. Yeah,
Yeah, you have to know how
Okay.
to drive.
my drive skill isn't high, but I do know how to drive.
What is it?
Oh wait, can't Forrest drive? Wasn't that a thing?
Yeah, I got 50 in drive.
Yeah, I think Jen just has Forrest drive for her right now. I think she
Yeah,
would.
I was just curious if you had a driver.
No, Jen does not have a driver.
Just a very bad driver. A street hazard.
Well, I mean, you don't have the roll drive auto when you're just normally driving. For like if you get into a chase or anything.
Yeah, I'm assuming 20 is like just the normal person driving anyway.
That's like average driver, yeah.
Yeah,
What's
Forrest.
Eh.
So
But yeah. Yeah, he'll give you access, and he'll give you the line of credit if you don't pay him back by open of business on Monday. There will be interest on it though.
Cool. Let's not die at the wheel. Okay, so we're in the library.
You can go to the library.
Let's do
Okay.
that.
let's go to the library then.
So go.
Yeah. You go to the library.
I just realized that I made my car an egregious color for no reason.
I like that you took out a line of credit without ever needing to.
Yeah, I could have just made a credit rating check, and we would have rocked with it. I'm more likely to succeed than to fail.
You know, it's fine. I know it's fine.
Although, knowing my luck, I'll probably lose credit rating again.
Or die.
Or die.
There's always that one.
There's always that one, but I'm assuming Kier Talon, or whatever his last name was.
Here, Larson.
Larson. There we go. I'm gonna put that in my notes. Right next to.
Yeah, I didn't want to take out a line of credit. I wanted to get it for free. But then I rolled a 99. What can you do?
Well, to the library we go, gang. I guess we're
Right. Yeah, you guys are in a massive library inside of a castle.
okay. Let's look for books on my bestie.
You do that. I will look on books of like warding.
I will look for the name Nefrin Ka.
AKA my bestie.
All of you roll me library use.
Right.
Let's go.
Nice eye.
Come on, baby. No.
Real low. Come on. I rolled a 1.
Oh, that's crazy. I rolled a 21, which is a failure.
You get luck, use luck.
A 1 is extreme success.
That's max.
That's a critical success.
Critical success.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I'm just gonna. I rolled a 20. I rolled 21. I'm spending 1 luck to make that a 20 to pass.
What were all of you? So Quinn, you were looking for books on warding.
Mm-hmm.
Jen, what were you looking for?
Books on
And I fucking
like Nyarlethotep and the names that we discovered already. The Nefrin Ka, Conrad, not Conrad, the Calling Scribe, the Silver Tongue.
You were looking for the names, right?
Yeah. I should rock with it.
Man, I have found shit. We ain't found shit.
Rolling a 1 is crazy though.
You
First-
find okay.
Four
So
What the fuck is that? You know when? All right.
so Quinn, you
Forest Lake.
find actually quite a few books. You find Clavicula Solomonis, Lemegeton, the Book of Abramelin, De Occulta Philosophia, in Latin, by the way. The Heptameron, Ars Philtron, Liber Juratus Honori, and the Red Dragon and Grimoire.
Could you repeat those?
Clavicula Solomonis,
I ain't writing this down. I'm gonna be honest.
Lemegeton.
Limageddon. Oh wait, shit.
Here, actually, it's going to be easier if I just do this. Here, give me 1 second.
It might just be so. Oh, I would not have told any of that first book right. I was spelling it like a Lovicula Alimonies.
These are all real books, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, I figured. After the Philosophia one, I was like, oh,
De Occulta Philosophia.
yeah. Just how many
Yeah,
of
that's
these?
like that's a famous book.
Yeah, these sound like a lot of mumbo jumbo. I know ours is art.
Like that.
That's all I know. And probably
It's a book of alchemy. Ars Philtron.
that makes sense.
Am I able to read all of these, or do I have to choose some?
So here's the thing about library use and reading books. Library use takes 2 hours. So to find these books took you 2 hours. If you wanted to read them, it would be 4 hours per book.
I see. And I don't imagine
You
Kier.
can take them with you.
Oh, okay.
As long as no one, as long as you don't get caught with the book, like
Let's see.
it is illegal. It would be illegal. You'd be stealing the books, but
It is illegal.
It's not illegal if we don't.
It's
If
a
we don't
good
caught, come on.
thing. It's a good thing I have. Oh.
but like
Yeah.
also remember it's 1919 and security cameras don't exist yet.
I have a high-ish sleight of hand. I've
Did
adequate
Kier even
skill.
follow us to the library, or are we just alone in this big fucking
You're
library?
alone.
Yeah. So long as we clear up before the
I
wedding.
don't
No
think
one...
I can carry out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
How many
6.
books do you think we
7,
should
8.
carry?
I don't think I can carry out 9 books though.
The Red
You
Dragon
guys-
Grand Grimoire is 1 book. It's technically 1 volume, but 2 books.
Okay, which one should I take? I think I'm gonna take the Grimoire.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
What exactly were you looking for?
Me?
Jen, I need you to know exactly what you were looking for.
Jen was just looking for like names, things referencing the names of Nyarlethotep. Not Conrad. Excluding
You only
Conrad.
got a normal. You only got a normal success.
Yeah, normal success,
Okay.
unfortunately.
So yeah, unfortunately for you, you have to like you spend almost the entirety going through these like you find a title that seems like it might have relevance. You start flipping through, and like if you don't find anything within the first few seconds, you put it away. So the only books you find are a copy of a book without a title, but it has a weird sigil that seems to like you've seen it before somewhere. And the Unausprechlichen Kulten.
Not gonna be able to put that in my notes.
Unausprechlichen Kulten. I'm also mispronouncing it. Unaussprechlichen Kulten. There we go.
That's just
The
like
worst part
a
is
Germanic language.
I'm pretty decent at German. I should have known how to say that. Unaussprechlichen, by the way, means unspeakable, or in modern German, it also can be used to say tongue twister.
Oh, it must
We
be a
love
kid's book.
So the unspeakable cult.
Yes,
That
That's
seems
good.
like a thing to
Love
want.
technically unspeakable cults. It's plural, but yeah, good job.
Love it.
Well,
Gotta
sometimes they're really easy to get.
Let's
It's a whole book.
still in that.
And you and then did you fail?
Oh.
You.
Yeah.
Okay. You find a book titled Liber Tenebrum.
I feel like you already said. No, you said the other Liber. Or another Liber, not the other, because it's probably 100.
Liber just means book, by the way.
Yeah. So, how many of these are in languages that we can read? Question mark.
So, Clavicula Salomonis is in Latin. De Quota Philosophia is in Latin. Ars Philtron is in Latin. Liber Iuratus Honori is in Latin. Lemegeton is in Koine Greek. The Book of Abramelin is in Aramaic. The Heptameron is in Attic Greek. And the Red Dragon Grand Grimoire is in Old English.
Okay.
I think I'm missing one or two.
Did you say that the unspeakable cult or cults?
That's in German.
Okay, yeah, I figured. So we have Clavicula,
And then the one where it's in like there is no title, but you've seen the sigil before. You open it, you can't recognize any of the writing, but for some reason you can read it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. We love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just grab the books in Latin and English, if there are any in English. I don't. Well, we can grab the Grand
There's one in
Grimoire.
Old English.
I'll
Yeah,
grab the Red Dragon and the Grand Grimoire.
Well, I think like Genevieve would just carry a messenger bag. I'm fairly certain, because how else is she?
What's
Because
Genevieve's sleight of hand?
20, but she
You
succeeded.
know, you're not using sleight of hand here. You don't need to.
Yeah, we just put it in her messenger bag, and then we walk out of
There
here.
is literally no one here to catch you doing this.
Yeah.
That's fine. I want to take the Red Dragon and the Grand Grimoire.
Okay. So I'll just grab the ones that Jen can read from the ones that Valentine points out, and I'll grab the sigil book. I don't think it was there before, or if it was, it's a strange book.
It is a very strange book.
Yeah. Can everyone like if I for some reason open the book and force Valentine to read it, can she also just like understand the letters of letters or the symbols of letters?
Everyone can read it.
Awesome. Just making sure this isn't me being psychotic. Gotta double check. Yeah.
Like,
So what you said everything but the German one, Lemmigeddon, Abramelin, Heptameron. We're in Latin?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna put all those in my. So then, Clavicula.
No.
What did these titles translate to? If I were to like roughly translate these. I can guess on some of them, on others I cannot.
Well, which one? Let me hear your guesses first.
Well, De Occulta Philosophia is probably like the occult philosophy or philosophy of the occult. Ars Philtron is art of something, and if it's alchemy, it's I don't know, like art of.
But yeah, you're right. De Occulta Philosophia is on occult philosophy.
Yeah,
Like that one. That one was easy. What were you saying about Ars Philtron?
it's the art of blah blah blah, of Philtron, whatever Philtron is.
Yeah,
And
the art of Philtron.
Oh, okay. And then Liber Drotus Honori, I think, is just like the book of blah blah blah, or maybe the book of blank, the honorable, like the honorable book of blank or something.
What was that? Which one?
Liber Drotus Honori.
What was your guess?
The book of, and then the following two words, or the book of Drotus, and then something to do with honor.
Yeah, this is the one I don't expect you to get. It's the Book Oath of Honor.
Well, at least I was right with book of and then honor.
Yeah.
Clavicula.
Uratus means honor. I mean, it means oath.
Let's see.
And then honori is of honor. It's a genitive. Clavicula Solomonis. You should actually know that. That is like famous.
I'm unfortunate to say I'm bad at famous things. Salomonis kind of reminds me of the word for sleep, but that's all I got.
Salami.
The Keys of Solomon.
Oh, okay. I know about the Key of Solomon, but I don't know about the Latin name for the Key of Solomon. Okay.
Are we leaving this place?
Yeah, Jen's gonna take the
Probably.
5 book sheaf, the 5 books in Latin. Well, 4 books in Latin and the sigil book. Just turn in her messenger bag above her pistol.
Cersei has like 2 like pocket spaces on the inside of her fur coat, and that's where she puts the books.
You know, most women who dress nicely would have pockets, right?
Yeah, but
This is before pockets fell out of fashion in women's clothing.
Yeah, well, right now she's dressed in like Cruella de Vil type.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone would still have pockets.
Yeah, I think like secret pockets on the inside of your fur coat is cool.
Yeah.
Then I put it down in like my items, so it's got to be fancy.
I forgot what I was trying to search up, so and I get distracted by all this talking about pockets.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have the books. Congratulations.
I just searched up when did pockets come out.
Sometime during the like 5th or 6th century.
I didn't mean to search that up though.
I knew that off the top of my head.
Well, lucky you, I suppose. I went to
Yes, by the way, if you're wondering, this is because of a prior Call of Cthulhu campaign. I literally have just memorized almost an entire history of pockets. Do you know?
Same.
Do you want to know why I have an entire history of pockets memorized?
Did your players go to the past somehow and question whether or not pockets existed?
No. One of them decided they found a bunch of books and they like got a critical fail, so I gave them a bunch of random books. One of which was a history of pockets, and they decided to read it. The entire thing.
Oh goodness. That's
That's
great.
And
crazy.
so I was like, I literally don't know anything about this topic. I didn't think you would give me like a bit, and I will give me like until next week, and I will give you your entire book worth of a history of pockets.
That's crazy.
I literally spent an entire week researching the history of pockets.
We rock.
Did it take the entire week?
It did actually take the entire week, and even then, like, for the next 2 months, I was giving them more and more about the history of pockets because, like, I was
Yeah.
not done researching for that long. Like,
Make them regret their decision.
it's a surprisingly dense topic. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually really interesting. The history of pockets is fascinating, actually.
We love that. A history of pop.
But I will never give you a book based on some obscure historical topic that I don't know anything about anymore.
Oh, for shame. You're not going to give a book on the history of sauerkraut?
No.
Comprehensive guide to the historical.
Secretly, that's the exact book that Forrest pulled.
Yeah.
That's actually the sigil book. We're being pumped by some greater being. Yeah. So what? Is it still like midday now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only about 2 hours have passed.
We could just drive to London and get some more books. We can go to the library, the other library.
I suppose.
That's
We're
like
gonna need
No,
time to
you guys
read these books.
are doing the good job. Yeah, you do have to read the books. That takes 4 hours to read a book.
yeah, but we could do that later. We could do that the day we pay Kier, or in between now and then.
I suppose. Need
But
more
yeah,
chances to have good library rules.
the library.
Oh boy, are we gonna spend so much time reading, huh?
Yeah, the library in London's like 30 minutes away, right?
No, London is 30 minutes away.
Oh, well, presumably the library is too. To London.
No,
Well,
London, the city limits of London are 30 minutes away.
damn. I couldn't use my flawed logic to win this time. But yeah, no. Forrest is driving and we're going to London, and then we're going to the library.
It takes you 45 minutes to get to a library.
That's like 30 minutes.
You are now in the Royal Library of London.
Oh, hooray, hooray, hooray. Okay, this time I'm gonna look
Which,
for...
by the way, is also connected to I should also mention, it is connected to the Royal Archives, so you do have access to the Royal Archives as well.
Oh. Do we, or are you saying we have access and then like there's some exclusivity behind it?
No, you do have access. These were open to the public.
Okay.
Still are, actually, by the way. You can literally just go visit the Royal Archives.
That's wicked, actually.
It's like the Library of Congress.
So if I want to search for 2 things, that would take 4 hours.
If you wanted to make 2 library use rolls, yes.
Okay, well, I guess I'll be making 2 library use rolls then.
That doesn't. However, also remember that this place is the British equivalent of the Library of Congress.
Which means...
You are almost definitely not getting these books out of here.
You are right. That is fair.
And even if you did, each volume is checked daily.
That's great. Well, I guess I'll look for one thing then.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look for... The thing is, I don't know if I want to look for more about Nyarlathotep or I want to look for the dream. I think I should probably look for the dream, but I don't know. I didn't really find
What are y'all looking for?
anything.
I don't know what to look for.
I'm looking for any books that would reference the dream, the truth that Nyarlathotep revealed to me.
Is there like a secret closed off section of the library?
Okay, well, bam.
No.
failed pretty solidly too. I'm not spending 45 points to unfail.
I guess I'll look for like records of like mental cases, like people that have gone insane and their experiences or what they said.
Why would you ever do that? Who are you, sus?
Oh, I want to see if anyone had more information than you do, or how to uninsane someone.
Oh, I'm saying someone. I have a feeling that that's not gonna happen. I don't know. Can't believe you're trying to make Genevieve seem like she's crazy by cross-referencing her with crazy people.
I suppose I roll library use.
You both roll library use.
I rolled
Also, Rain, are you looking for anything for us?
Well, maybe just occult things in general.
You
No.
can push this, by the way. You guys can push. You just have to explain how you're pushing.
Oh, well,
Like, what are you doing what are you doing that would like be justified for me to let you reroll?
Are there other people here?
Yes.
Other people that look like they know what they're doing?
Yes.
I'll just walk up to someone and ask.
Okay. Roll, you can push, and you also get a bonus die.
Sick.
yeah.
Okay.
Reroll that 20.
I don't think it's gonna be a. Okay, yeah, no.
So it's 27.
Jesus.
It's a bonus
Yeah.
die. You get to take the better one, not a penalty
Yeah,
die.
but it's my library use is still a 20, so.
You can spend 7 luck to make it a success.
See, I was really tempting, but I used a lot of my luck in the first session.
You'll get some back. You can get a maximum of 10 back, and on average you'll get 5. On average you'll get 6 back. So
Okay. Now I need to figure out how
Like
to
per what? In
per
general?
session.
Oh. Okay, you know.
The average on a D10 is
fine.
5.5, which rounds to 6.
You swayed me. I'll spend 7 to succeed.
That is, by the way, that's something you should always keep in mind. That like on average, you will average 6 luck per session gained.
Awesome. I guess
Then Rain, I don't think you succeeded. Are you
No.
pushing?
No. This ain't my specialty.
And then Jen, are you gonna push?
yeah, Jen is going to also go talk. She's gonna like try and find like a clerk or a librarian, but you know,
This is not
this
my
is the truth we're talking about.
power.
So
It's
she is
not my
going to be
fucking
like a
specialty.
little
What do you want
erratic
from
and
me?
insane.
You
I'm not
do
a
not
fucking
get a bonus die,
librarian.
then.
I don't know what you want.
Okay,
I'm not a fucking librarian.
we rock with that. I just need to roll a 20. That is a 5.
Or fuck-
Oh wait,
Is that
I
an extreme success?
success? Or do I already get one? What?
Is that an extreme success?
It is below 1/5.
Then that is an extreme success.
We rock with it. I didn't need it.
Let's do that first, because I think that's more. That's yeah. So on Azathoth and the Truth, you actually find a book called like you are pointed in the direction of occult books, and immediately you see a book, and like as you get closer, something whispers from the book.
Oh, that's great. We rock
The
with
book
that.
is called De Vermis Mysteris. De Vermis Mysteris.
Okay, I was spelling mystery like this. Oh, I was close.
How did you write the first two part in Latin and then switch to English?
I swear you said it in English. I swear you said the second time you said it, I heard the very mysterious. And I was like, oh, I guess for some reason they just decided to go English on the last one.
Yeah, Mysteriis, as in mysteriis, as in the Latin word mysteriis.
Originally I was gonna spell it IES, which was fairly close. But I was like, I swear I heard mysterious, and I was like, you know what, we rock with
You
it.
also find the Codex Sanguine, the Codex Sanguinis.
That's like the Book of Blood. I don't like that. Does it also whisper?
No, but that is a book dated to the Crusades.
Oh, we rock with that. Yeah.
And then Circe, you actually find the journal of a royal physician from 1623, which records the diagnosis. It's records of court physicians diagnosing the madness of stars after a meteor was seen. You also find the lunacy bills of 1703, which were suppressed by Parliament until 1856, which noted a spike in sudden insanity cases after a comet passed close to Earth. And the Book of Bedlam, which is a historical account of famous cases of insanity in London throughout the early 17th and 18th centuries.
Hmm.
In order to read by once more, it takes you about, I'd say for you, since most of these are like journals and such, it would probably take you like 2 hours to finish each one. However, otherwise, if you're reading like an actual book, it's going to take you 4 hours to read.
Okay. And
again, you could try to get them out of here, but it's the Royal Library.
And how long?
Sleight of
Like, does it
hand.
close at one point? Do they shoo us out of here, or?
You will be you will be told to leave at close. So yeah, you could try. I'm not gonna say you can't. Just remember
Certainly
where
try.
you are and the potential consequences.
That would be sleight of hand, right?
Do you think if
Depends. How are
But
you
don't
trying
try
to steal these books?
I'm not gonna try and steal them yet. I'm just gonna read one first.
Okay. Which one are you reading?
I will read the one about the comet.
Okay.
and how long until the library closes?
Would I know if a
Library
comet
closes at 4 p.m.
Would I know if a comet has passed recently?
You have astronomy as one of your skills.
Meteorology, but yeah.
You have meteorology. Yeah, I'll let you roll that.
Sure, I have to get a 1. But, you know, who knows? Maybe I'll get low enough where luck to do something.
I mean, astronomy, you would absolutely be allowed to roll. But like, if you don't have one of the sciences, like the answer is just no, you don't know. So
Let's just see.
the real question should have been, do you have a relevant science?
Ouch.
Yeah, that's a no.
No,
It's the
That's a
opposite.
you
no.
are all you are not. You have no clue whether or not. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just read it then.
Okay.
What time would you say it is?
I'd say it's about 2. So you have about 2 hours. You can read one book. I'd say, like, if you wanted to skim one really quickly.
And I'm imagining, like, if Jen were just to come back the next day, she would need just like a library used to find.
To refine the book? No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then she's just gonna rock with it and wait for the others, I guess. Or no, she'll just
All right.
read of the Codex Sanguinis. If
Okay,
that's
give me
it.
1 sec. Give me 1 second then. Seriously. You find, in Chapter 1, it is entered into the record that following the passage of the blazing star through the firmament on the 15th night of February, many persons of ordinary condition were seized with sudden and violent distemper of the mind, falling to the ground in spasms or reciting names and phrases unknown to learned men. Physicians, both licensed and otherwise, did confess their arts availed not. The pestilence of madness waxed greatly in the boroughs of Norwich, York, and Canterbury, but spared neither countryside nor court. Witnesses at Norwich have sworn under oath that those afflicted did oft repeat the following: "The blind sultan stirs, and the piper shall call us home." No sense can be made of these utterances by scholars of divinity or natural philosophy. It was decreed by secret bill assented by Privy Council and Lords Temporal that any gatherings of afflicted greater than 3 in number be deemed a threat to public order and shall be quietly dispersed by men of arms. Those unable to be soothed were to be conveyed without public knowledge to secure houses of confinement, thence to be watched and studied. All charts, treatises, or readings pertaining to the aforementioned star, particularly those that diverge from the common theory of cometary bodies, are henceforth forbidden to be printed or distributed under penalty of imprisonment, seizure of estates, and loss of titles. Several members of the Royal Society have endeavored to chart the course of the blazing star beyond permitted bounds, have since absconded or are missing, and it is presumed their minds were corrupted by undue contemplation of the celestial prodigy. Appendix A. Observations deemed unsuitable for public
Damn,
reading.
slow down.
Persons seized would at times describe a
Damn it.
music of pipes and drums heard where
Need a
none
car.
was playing. Several spoke of a black gulf at the center of the heavens, a roiling void that dreams. Notable were the changes in the afflicted eyes, described in several testimonies as clouded or seeming not to gaze upon mortal things.
Seems like our friend had a lot of fun playing games.
Whirling void that dream sounds very familiar.
Yeah. However, how did that's
What I got was Distemper of the Mind, Norwich, York, and Canterbury. Blind Sultan stirs, decreed that any gathering great enough would be ... Watch and study, the blazing star studies forbidden to be printed. Described pipes and drums, roiling void that dreams.
Yeah, that's about the gist of it. You got the important parts.
Yeah.
All right, Chen.
Yeah.
You read the Codex Sanguinis?
Yeah, I'll read whatever I can read of it in 2 hours.
You find a single text from somewhere in the middle of the book. It's in book 2, and it reads, "To summon forth the ones who wait in the shadow of time, the rite of binding must be performed at midnight under the full moon, when the fabric between worlds is thinnest. 1. Draw the circle of the flesh, a ring inscribed with symbols of ancient death, the sigils of eternal blood. It also has an image of said circle. 2. Lay the offering upon the altar of bone. 3. In the center of the circle, place the covenant chalice filled with the essence of life itself drawn from a willing heart. The chant must then begin, uttered in the forgotten tongue of the unspoken ones, Sanguis lucis, sanguis tenebris, satus ex mortis. The blood will flow, the veil will lift, and the entity will emerge. Beware, for the entity may take the form of a shadow, a serpent, or even a man, but it is never what it seems. Do not fail to honor your end of the pact, for blood once spilled cannot be reclaimed."
What was the chant again?
Sanguis lucis, sanguis tenebris, satus ex mortis.
It's... Okie dokie.
Yeah, you. Oh, also, I do need you to roll me sanity.
Ken could very well. I even succeeded a sanity check? Question mark?
No, actually, you cannot.
Well, let's try anyway.
Which means you go through a bout of madness. Roll me a d10.
Okay. I was rolling that for fun. Let me find the D10. D10. Bout of Madness. That's a 3.
3.
You said a 3?
Yes, yes, yes.
As soon as this table loads.
If Jen Style survives this whole session, I would be amazed, truly. Already rolling the same check at the beginning of the session is crazy. Hour into the session, I mean. It's only a ritual to summon that which shall not be summoned. Like,
Surely it's fine.
what's the worst it could do?
Okay. So, are you trying to steal books or no?
No.
No.
I don't want that there wasn't an answer.
Did you check your DMs?
No, I did not.
It's always the best ones go in there.
No.
Yeah, we love that one, actually. We truly, in my heart and soul, love that one.
That bodes well.
However, we do not rock with it, I fear.
This is gonna be so wonderful.
You pooped
I think
your
Jenna's
pants.
dying soon.
Let's just steal the books and you get shot.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Hmm?
I forgot there's also an anatomical diagram
Whoa.
in the Codex Sanguinis.
Which means I don't know shit.
Why don't you look up an anatomical diagram of the human ear?
Oh no, of the human ear. That's not good.
I don't
The
know why.
snail
when
in
you
my
said
ear telling me to
human
do
ear,
bad things.
I thought the word that came to my mind was human ear. It's like one word with like two E's and an R at the end. It's like someone that makes humans.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
If
that
you're
one.
wondering, I think you know exactly what I'm now referring to.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So you are also aware of that fact.
This is psychotic.
I'm afraid. I'm concerned. I need to read my warning books very soon.
So, do I have to roll another sanity check and immediately fail that one too?
Yes.
Oh great. Well, time just
So
to
we're
roll the number.
fucked.
Roll the D10.
1,
Oh,
which
boy.
fails.
We have
Roll the D10.
Okay. It's a 9.
Oh.
I feel like at
That's
this point,
terrible.
it's a danger to everyone.
You have a sudden and violent compulsion to remove the source of your fear and bow to mind.
The book?
Your ear.
Not my
Oh,
ear.
for those of you who are aware, the first bout of madness gave them a phobia of spirals. You now, Jen, you now know there are spirals in your ear.
Oh god.
Oh.
What?
Oh. Okay.
Well, I guess.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna look away.
This is
yeah, Jen's trying to.
I'm not trying to roll a sanity check.
we don't even know what's happening right now.
She's freaking the fuck out, essentially. And she, I guess, unless there's a sharp implement nearby, she's just doing it like raw by hand.
Are you alright?
I don't think Genevieve responds, besides just like a grimace as she's, as I said, genuinely trying to like remove her own ears from her
What?
person.
You know, I assume her bag falls off in this process. I'll just pick that up.
I don't think she brought her bag into the library because it has a gun in it, and I don't think they'd let it inside.
I mean, you brought
Why?
it
They don't
into
even
the
check
other
it.
one.
Oh, they don't even check me. Oh, so she just has a gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just take your bag real quick.
You know, she could be trusted with a firearm.
I care more about the books. You know.
Well, the books.
If you die right now by bleeding out from your ears, I don't want everyone around me to see me steal your bag off your corpse.
I do, however, need you to roll. I need you to roll me your brawling damage.
My brawling damage, that's 1d3 plus my damage bonus, which is plus 1d4. How do I roll 1d3?
What 1d6 divide 2.
Okay.
Minimum 1.
Awesome. That is 3 damage.
And then also roll the d4.
That's 5 damage.
Okay. You take 5 damage.
Okay, that puts me at 3 out of 14 hit points.
So it's. So what does this look like?
At this point, you have Genevieve now is like fairly brutally bleeding from the ear as she's now like nearly separated the flesh.
Jesus
Uh,
fuck!
There are people now like getting very concerned.
Okay, well
Genevieve,
I'm sprinting up to her and I'm grabbing her arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do the same with the other arm.
You there's like blood trickling from where like the flesh nearly, like she almost just went full Van Gogh.
It's crazy.
Yo, somebody call a fucking doctor!
I really do love the idea of Forrest and
Come
like Cersei trying to hold Genevieve down because she like
with my
doubled.
20 strength.
Oh wait, what are your all's build?
Genevieve is built like she's like the max build for human. I think. Let me double check.
What is your build?
My build is a -1.
You cannot hold her arm then. You cannot perform maneuvers on Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jen has the highest build in the group because she's built different.
Where's
It should be at the bottom of the first page.
It's right like next to your weapons.
Oh wow, that's fucking -1.
Jen has
Jesus.
You guys
fuck.
cannot. You guys literally cannot restrain
Fuck.
her. She's too large for you guys to restrain.
What the fuck?
Like you're too small. You don't have the mass to be able to do it.
Also, just like going for the perspective of just like raw strength, Jen has an 85 strength, and their combined strength is 50.
Oh my god.
Hey.
What the? Hold on.
That wouldn't mean.
I have
that
handcuffs.
would
I have
make it
handcuffs.
difficult.
Yeah.
You cannot restrain her to get the handcuffs
Oh my
on.
god.
That's crazy.
Like you don't have the mass. Like she has so much more mass than you. You're not able to do it.
Because,
Yeah. So you would have to call in a lot of help.
No.
Fuck. I'm gonna try to find someone. I'm sprinting away trying to find a police officer or something.
I need you to roll damage again.
Oh, I might kill my. This might be what happens. Where'd my owlbear go? There we go. Oh,
Can I
1d6.
chloroform her?
It's 1. Okay, that's 2 damage.
Okay.
Can I chloroform her?
I will let you roll brawling to try.
Okay.
And this is with a penalty because your build.
Yeah, well,
Well, she's just a beefy girl, guys.
yeah, no. That's a no. Yeah, definitely no.
Oh my god.
It was worth a shot.
See, I knew I should have rolled a character soon.
Are you resisting?
Well, I'm assuming like she's still under the effects of the mania or insanity.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm assuming she would be. Well,
Okay.
I almost took a crazy turn. I was like, maybe she'd rip someone else's ears off. But let's just wait for now. Well, let's wait until she has her own ears gone. But yeah, what do I have to roll to resist?
I need you to roll either dodge or fight back.
I'll just roll fighting in response. I think my fighting's higher.
As a constable is now about to try and tackle you.
Okay, well I succeeded
Fuck.
my fighting.
Hey, cool. He got a hard success. So that you yeah, you get tackled.
I get tackled. That's great.
That's actually amazing for you.
That's perfect.
That is amazing for me.
And he is
wait, one
going to handcuff you.
Great. We rock with that.
How connected are Genevieve's ears to her head?
Well, the one of them is like nearly ripped completely off.
How great is her hearing at the moment?
Not great.
You rock with that.
I do need you guys to roll me sanity.
What the fuck?
Okay, what's my sanity at? Okay.
Success!
That
Escucha the
is
push. Escucha the
unfortunately-
push. Remember.
how do you push sanity? You can push
Make
sanity?
it up.
I don't think you can.
Oh fuck.
You can push sanity. You cannot. I don't actually know you cannot push sanity. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So roll me a d4.
That's a 1?
You lose 1 sanity.
Wow. That's such a bad number, guys, to lose. Meanwhile, I'm pretty much in the negatives at this point, I think.
Yeah. So I hope you have another character to roll
I actually do. Funnily enough, I have 2.
because Genevieve is getting carted off to an asylum.
Yeah, I figured. Hey guys, at least you guys inherit Genevieve's land and her servants and her horse.
Oh, that's right. She did write something in the will.
Yeah. You
Well, how
guys
quick does that take effect?
would be inherited.
No, you're not dead.
Oh yeah. So her house is still in her name. That's great.
And
That's
it's being
unfortunate.
leased by the government to pay for your.
Oh, so
incarceration.
my assets are getting seized? No.
I hope they find that sanity weapon in the pile of burnt clothes.
They will, actually. I hope they all go fucking crazy.
No.
I think we've caused a problem, gang.
Hey, you caused the problem.
Bro,
Okay.
the entity approached every single one of us and we all said no, go away.
You just had.
But Genevieve! Okay. What order did I roll them in again? That's what I have to do.
What was that?
What order do I have to roll them in again? My stats?
You want to use Do you want to roll?
Can I not roll? What? I like rolling stats, but you're presenting me with an option.
No, I'm gonna make you roll. All right. So ready?
What? I'm
Are
ready.
you
Yeah.
ready?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Strength.
Ready?
3d6
I'm
times 5.
Times 5. That is 55. So I'm still the strongest somehow.
Con. 3d6 times 5.
That is 30. Ouch.
Dex. 3d6 times 5.
Okay, 55 again. So wait.
Appearance. 3d6 times 5.
Strength on Dex. Yeah. Ouch! Why is the game so mean to me? 35.
Remember, gang,
Size,
never
2d6
ever
plus 6 times 5.
interact
2d6
with the
plus
horrifying
6
ass
times 5.
entities.
That's
Never do it.
7 plus 6 is 13 times 5 is 60. No, 60. Yeah, 65.
65.
Education, 2d6 plus 6 plus times 5.
Okay, well, guys, hopefully this is where you rock. 2d6 plus 6 times 5. Okay,
It's not bad.
14 times 5 is
I'm gonna go pee.
70. My
I'm gonna go
highest
pee,
stat
like,
so
what's
far.
that?
That's pretty good. I don't think we have a high education, people.
Intelligence, 2d6 plus 6 times 5.
Okay. That's the same number.
Okay, you're pretty smart. Pretty smart.
Power, 3d6 times 5.
3d6 times 5, 99 times 5 is 45.
Haha, so tough. I'm so mad.
Alright. How old is this character?
Um, let me I have to go back
He's
down.
13.
What? Let's go with 42.
Okay. Reduce 5 from strength or con. Twice.
5 from strength to con twice. I'll just make my con. I could make my con 20. And that'd be really funny.
That's bad for just saving though.
Yeah, but I think if I'm doomed to die, I'm doomed to die. Okay, I have a 20 con now.
Okay. I think that's good.
Okay. Now roll me your education twice. Tell me if you fail or succeed each roll. Actually, roll it once. If you fail, tell me. If you, and then we'll go from there.
That's how extreme success for my first.
Okay, doesn't count. Next.
Okay. Wow. That's a success for my second. That's a
Okay,
hard.
doesn't count. You want to fail.
I want to fail? What? That's BS.
It's an education improvement. You want to fail, and then it allows you to increase the.
I feel that is shenanigans. What?
It's an improvement roll.
Shenanigans.
That's how all improvement rolls work.
Oh.
Suffering from
It gets
success.
harder to improve the better you are at something
Young
because
Williams
there's less
Taylor.
for you to. Yeah,
I'm back.
That
there's
is
literally less for you to get better at. Like there's less you don't know.
that's fair. That's nonetheless lame.
Okay, well,
But the more you know, the more you don't know.
And then your sanity is the same as your power.
Just 45. I had to make a new template, make a new document.
And your MP is power divided by 5.
Yeah.
Your dodge is dex divided by 2. And your personal points are intelligence times 2.
Yeah. I have to find the original document template. There we go. I'm just writing this down. Nope, that's. I'm gonna tweak out.
Also, you really shouldn't clack your teeth like that. It's really bad for them.
I don't know who you're. Oh, I hear now.
Well, I
I
started
think
doing it.
the
after
sound
I
you
was
heard
like-
before. I think the sound you heard before was me popping my toes.
It's so loud! Okay, so 55 strength. I went down by 30. Oh my god. Oh, why did I roll so bad? Jen was so good.
Maybe this one will last.
What's your hit points at?
Bad.
That's why I assume.
What is it?
That's 9.
Same.
I love
let's
that you
go!
guys. I love that you guys met Nyarlethotep and like one of y'all's like instinct was, you know what? Yeah, let's let him reveal the truth to me. This isn't gonna have any negative
Yeah,
consequences
I'm
whatsoever.
seeing a recurring theme here between Vel and Genevieve.
Similar character arc.
God forbid a girl want to have fun, okay?
God forbid I want to
So-
get taken over by horrible entities.
Technically-
Good knowledge.
Technically, my education went up already from Genevieve's. So we rock with it. Sandy is
Just
power.
like last time.
and magic points is automatically calculated. Do I have to reroll my luck?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So it's just 75 or whatever?
Yep.
Okay.
You only get to reroll your luck if you are under a certain age.
Oh, yeah. Well, I couldn't remember if it was like you had to roll to figure out what your luck was or something like that.
Well, your
Ew.
size would also go
No, I
down,
didn't-
and I don't think you need less hit points.
I want to see if I'm less lucky. How do you roll luck again?
3d6 times 5.
Okay, because I did not roll that one apparently.
Lucky punk.
I am less lucky, in fact.
Sneak peek for the next vids.
We're okay with that.
And then also remember to do your occupation and all that.
Yeah, I'm going. This time I'm picking a good one. Don't you guys worry. I'm gonna be
Ornstein.
librarian. I feel like that's a nice one to have.
You're the librarian in the room right now.
Oh my gosh, is that your friend? Hey, let me come with you.
Yeah, we should tell you.
Either be a librarian or
Here, look at this picture.
you look at this picture.
Oh, you're dead now. I'm gonna go draw the picture. while we do this.
Hey, what would happen if... No, never mind.
See, or I could just be a dilettante. Because we need someone with money again.
Could I... take a picture?
Well, also remember that you do have to put a minimum of a certain amount. Like, would you even meet the point requirements for the?
Your career points is just your education times a number plus whatever other skill they say times a number.
Dilettante's appearance times appearance.
Is it? Oh, the book lies to me then. Either that or I'm blind.
That one I know for a fact because I literally am currently playing a dilettante.
The book says education times 2 plus appearance times 2. I don't know why.
No, it's appearance times 2 plus appearance times 2.
Okay, well, I guess Genevieve will be one of the Genevieve's replacement will just be one of the poors then.
So many points. I could have actually had something in meteorology. Crazy.
Or no, I can't be a gambler because it's not education that's 4. And I just need to do education that's 4.
Well, that would be your best bet, yeah. Or something with intelligence, but yeah, that usually also, yeah.
My intelligence is the same, so. God, I'm gonna go through these. I could also be a professor, put a bunch of skill points into that. Yeah, actually being a professor is much better.
Yeah, usually you're supposed to have a backup character before your character dies.
But I really wasn't expecting Genevieve to die. Well, I don't know why.
Oh, you win.
After last time, you definitely should have.
Oh, I meant to roll for Genevieve for that character before the session, and I got distracted.
Once more, warning: Call of Cthulhu
You'll
is
die.
brutal.
Okay, so
Especially if you
has
take
4.
those risks.
Nah.
So what's 70?
Yeah, like the riskier you play, the more likely you are to die, and you're already fairly likely to just die or go insane.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I play far too risky for my own good.
I'm gonna last to the end.
Same,
So,
let's go.
I doubt
that,
that. Just gonna say that now.
I'm
It's not
calling it
impossible. I'm not saying it can't.
Worst.
I'm not saying it can't happen. I have seen it happen, but
I mean, you just gotta like not die. Well,
I just gotta become the Eldritch Horde.
the funny thing is, the smarter you play, like the more investigating your investigator actually does, the more likely you are to survive. It's almost like if you actually play an investigator as an investigator.
we were thrust into this world.
However, could you mean that? Okay, so library use.
Yeah, I went to warding first. I'm not trying to die.
So library use. I'm gonna put 55 points in that. 75. Yeah.
also the only one who actually had learned magic.
Had she learned magic though? Oh yeah, she had learned the
Yeah.
ritual.
You learned a spell.
But we can still read
Yeah,
the
I had the
book.
least amount of power though.
Yeah, the spell that killed you. I don't think.
Must
Well,
be
It's
I think it
effective.
was-
summoning.
I think it wasn't a spell.
Yes, it was.
Nope.
That's a spell.
Well, no, I wasn't saying. I was saying technically the spell didn't kill me. It was my fear of ears that the spell granted me.
Yeah, that is indeed true. It's not your fear of ears; it's the fear of spirals, which there happens to be one in your ear.
Oh, the spell was to summon something.
Yes.
Dark ones.
Yeah.
Why would we want that?
Yeah, I don't think that's very useful. You know?
If you're
want to
wondering,
do the
by the way,
opposite.
that was a summoning ritual for Nyarlethotep.
Oh, we rock with that. We already found him though. So
Yeah.
Should we try to do the opposite of that?
220 minus.
What is this? Like a Trappa moment where you just have to say it in reverse and the gray spell reverses?
Mhm.
I don't know how many of you are old enough to get that reference.
It's a 225. So I'm at one.
That's an old Disney Channel cut.
Let's try that.
It's such a. I love that movie, by the way. That's such a like. It's cheesy and terrible, but I love it. Do you guys even know what movie I'm talking about?
Probably.
What is the name of the movie?
Halloween Town.
Oh, I love.
I love Halloween Town.
Actually,
That's
Halloween
an
Town 2.
Yep.
Caliban's Revenge.
It's a great movie.
I have not
Halloween.
heard that name
But
in a
the
minute.
only one I'm most familiar with the first and the last.
Same. Fun fact, I've met her.
Which
I
her?
have her autograph.
The person who plays. I can't remember her name.
Marnie? Yes.
Marnie.
In which one? Old Marnie or young Marnie?
Young Marnie.
Important question.
I kind of forgot they changed actresses.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have her autograph. I want to get old Marnie's autograph as well.
Okay, so library use. Not library use. Latin. Just feel like I was gonna make this 75. That's minus 74 points.
Ah. Also, have fun reading the books.
Uh-huh.
hmm
Well, you'll have a.
Where do we go now? Does Forrest have a house?
Hell no, I'm from fucking Massachusetts.
Why are you even here?
You even here is crazy.
We will go. Should we just leave?
I mean, I guess I could get my motel back. That's where I was staying before.
This is too much for like 3 fucking days.
Unless a brave librarian just chooses to join us on our journey, I guess we could
Okay.
leave.
Professor.
Oh.
Important. Dignified individual.
I'm assuming the book Genevieve was reading that is probably covered in ear blood is
Oh,
probably
yeah.
taken away.
Don't refer to it as ear blood. It's just normal blood.
From
It's
the
ear
ear.
blood. Ear blood's different.
Blood from your ear.
Because ear blood is mixed with that weird fluid that's in your ear that helps with like balance and stuff.
Amniotic? Question mark.
No,
I'm not sure what the name of it
That is not the right.
that
fluid.
is birth fluid and stuff.
I was close.
That's not remotely close.
What is birth beside? What is balance besides the birthing of order?
No.
I'm not afraid of that one.
Unsuccessful push.
This by the way is why you're supposed to have a character pre-rolled.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, and
How
then
long has this taken? I feel like it's pretty speedy.
It has been pretty quick.
how do you determine your your personal points or whatever?
Int times 4.
Int times 4? Okay, so that's another 280 points. Fuck.
Just slap them all in swim.
Well, right now I've been putting the
I have
max.
a feeling that swim is gonna come in handy.
It's
We can
called
use a cult. We just
endolymph.
can't use Cthulhu mythos, right?
Yep.
Okay, because I'm just playing a history professor with an obsession with the
Actually, you know what? If you want, I will let you take. You have to answer before I tell you anything else. I will let you take an experienced investigator package.
I would love to do that. I saw that in this thing, but I don't know what that means.
Also, it's called
Alright, I'm gonna
endolymph.
do.
It's ear fluid.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a very specific name. I was curious.
okay. Well, I scrolled far too past it. I know the name I wanted.
So. Okay.
Well, it's a cochlear implant.
Oh, cochlear fluid. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going for Greek names this time. What's their name?
So, yeah, I'm gonna give you a few options, and I'm not gonna tell you anything about them. You just have to tell me which one you're taking. You can either take war experience, police experience, organized crime experience, medical experience, or mythos experience.
Mythos experience.
Roll me
Those.
2d10 plus 5.
2d10.
Who could have guessed?
Okay, well that's 12.
Increase your Cthulhu mythos by 12.
Okay.
Also, that lowers your maximum sanity by 12.
We rock with
Not
that.
your current, not your
Fuck
current
it
sanity, but
all.
your maximum.
45 minus 12 is 33.
No. 45 is your current, not your
Oh.
maximum.
There's a
I was
max
thinking my
sanity stat.
starting. Yeah, no, I was affecting my starting. Because I only have starting, current, and
Your maximum gets reduced from 99 minus whatever it was.
yeah.
Also,
Oh.
I need you to add 2 of the following: an injury or scar, and an encounter with a strange entity.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I see injuries and scars. Okay. Yes. Okay, I'm assuming you can't spend your personal points on Mythos.
No.
Okay, great. Okay, so minus 35. So pick my history to 75.
Also, roll me 1d6.
Oh no. Maybe, oh yes. One, oh, but not 2. Shoots. Okay. 2. I meant to remove 1, but I just rolled it, and it worked anyway.
I really okay. So one of these is so much more useful than the other, but I'm technically supposed to give you the choice.
Okay, well, I really do. I really think this is because
And-
you picked the worst one.
Well,
Is it-
no, it's random. You roll for it.
Oh, but you said you have to give me
I
the
was-
choice. These-
Yeah, so each choice on the 6 is a choice between 2.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like, from what you were about to say, it sounds as if you don't trust me to make the right choice all of a sudden.
Well, I'm gonna give you the choice because it tells me I'm supposed to, and then I hope you choose the right one. So,
I'm wounded.
I'm not going to. Do you want me to explain what these do, or do you want me to just tell you what they're called and then you get to choose?
I'm assuming you're only supposed to tell me what they're called, but I would like an
I'm really
explanation.
only supposed to tell you what they're called.
Now I'm curious. Because I know I'm going to make the wrong choice.
Okay, you can either get clairvoyance or cure insanity.
Well, there has to be some catch to both of these, and I imagine it's drastically horrible.
I think your curiosity wants you to choose clairvoyance, but I think you need to choose cure insanity.
Yeah, but what if Cure Insanity is the bad one, even though it seems obviously good?
I don't think it is.
The bad one or obviously good?
I don't think it's the bad one. I just think clairvoyance seems like the one you would want to take.
Is this a true depiction of me? In your eyes, GM? See, I want to pick clairvoyance. The issue. I know I'm not supposed to.
Well, you don't know that actually.
Yeah,
You can assume, I suppose.
I could assume, or I couldn't, and I could just.
The issue with me only being supposed to give you only the names.
Are we gonna get the name? Are we gonna get the details after I pick, at least, or am I?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I don't know. Shit.
Just choose. Just
Because
choose.
once you
can
know the
always
mechanics, the
choose
choice becomes obvious.
You can always choose a new investigator.
I could just.
Just die.
Okay, I'll pick clairvoyance.
You're probably gonna die with
Okay, thank God.
Oh, I did right. Hell yeah.
Kieran Sandy's useless.
I figured. I was like, there's no way they're gonna have a Cure Insanity in the Insanity game.
Yeah, no, Kieran Sandy's useless.
Okay.
It's not actually useless, but here, do you want me to read what it does?
Sure.
Okay, Cure Insanity, spell type healing, mental health restoration, casting time 1 hour as a ritual, difficulty extreme, power versus intelligence, range, the caster must be physically present with the afflicted person, does not work on self, duration instantaneous, effect, Cure Insanity restores the character's mental state, removing the effects of temporary insanity. That's
So
it. It just removes temporary insanity. So it doesn't restore any sanity. It just removes bout of madness. That's it. If your character is suffering a bout of madness, someone can spend an hour to remove the bout of madness.
Yeah.
And for that little effect, you have to roll an extreme success on your power.
That's crazy. And I don't have good power.
Clairvoyance. Spell type, divination, casting time 1 round, difficulty, easy. Range varies, location must be known. Duration 1d10 minutes or until the caster fails a power roll. Effect allows the caster to see a distant location or person no matter how far away. The caster's mind is transported to the chosen location for a limited period, allowing them to see and hear events there in real time. The caster is mentally present at the remote location but is physically in their original position. The caster cannot affect events at the distant location, only observe. It's exceedingly more useful.
Okay,
Once you know once you know the actual mechanics of these spells, the choice becomes so obvious. Like, Cure Insanity is terrible.
Your ears would have been off before the hour was up.
You probably wouldn't have even been able to like get it off, honestly. Like get the spell off, and Genevieve would have died. This is
Like, I
and
don't want to say, Cure Insanity is literally useless, because it does something.
but like the function is so like difficult to pull off.
I mean, it's only better for like lesser bouts of madness.
Yeah, like if there's a bout of madness that's making someone literally violent, like you're not gonna, like you still need to take an hour to cast the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if
Unless you got a
Genevieve
strong person that
as
can
I
hold them
choked
down.
out, they're ripping out the other part of
Also,
Here.
you want to know something very, very funny?
what?
Temporary insanity only lasts 1d100 minutes. So, on average, it's gonna last less than the time it takes to cast the spell.
Oh, that's BS. Camera.
I love this. I love this spell so much. It's so terrible.
Well, we have Andromeda Gore, professor in.
By the way, if you're wondering, yes, that is a trap spell.
Oh, like it's meant to be like that.
Yeah, it's meant to be a trap. Like it's one of those things where it's like choosing it is literally a trap. It's a terrible spell on purpose.
What's that? I mean, they're like, oh wow, Cure Insanity, that sounds useful. Let me take it.
Where is Ms. Gore, I assume?
Yeah.
How
How do you know?
work? What?
Yeah. Well, one of the recommended names, I promise, is Gore. So I just went. So my character's name was Andromeda Gore.
Oh, by the way, there's
Yeah.
something even worse about Cure Insanity.
Oh.
Just say it.
If you fail to cast the spell, you lose 1d6 sanity per degree of failure.
Ouch.
Wow,
So,
that is a shit
so it
spell.
requires an extreme success. So if you get a hard success, you lose 1d6. If you get a normal success, you lose 2d6. And if you fail the roll, you lose 3d6 sanity.
Goodness.
Yikes.
Also, it specifically says curing more severe bouts of madness can be psychologically taxing. The spell itself may cause sanity loss for the caster, especially if the mental illness they are attempting to cure is severe.
Oh, you could have.
So even if you succeed, you yourself might actually lose sanity for it. This spell is terrible.
Goodness. Well,
Yes, I know it's on purpose. It's purposely bad.
but nonetheless, that is so weird.
No, it's meant to be like one of those. You look at it and it's like
Oh, yeah, okay,
anyone who's smart and knows anything
anyone
about
who's
the
smart would be
system,
like,
Call of
"No, that's
Cthulhu,
good."
and knowing, like, why would they? They're not gonna hand you.
Yeah, like I could tell it, and I just like figured like, oh, the insanity game. Why would I be able to lose insanity in the insanity?
Yeah, I mean, you can lose insanity. Like, that's something that can happen. You can go to therapy.
Yeah, but it takes a while.
I'm not kidding. That's actually true. You can use downtime to go to therapy, and it actually grants you sanity.
Hey, if you have a high psychology, could you be a therapist?
Yes,
But it takes like months of therapy, I think.
you have to go. You have to actually go to school for it.
Can't just be like a
Um,
hobby.
You could go get the therapist occupation. But... Oh, for the other two that didn't go insane, you guys get a development phase.
It's development.
Mhm.
So you know all your things that you have check marks next to.
Oh yeah.
You now get to roll those, and if you fail, you get to roll. Tell me which ones you. So roll it and tell me if you fail or succeed, and tell me which one you're rolling. It's gonna be easier to do it this way, where I just teach you how, as you're doing it.
What are we supposed to have check marks next to?
I succeeded.
Anything you've ever succeeded.
Dodge.
Hmm. Okay.
So you succeeded on a library use roll, so why don't you do that one first? Because I know that you succeeded on that one. Did you succeed your dodge or fail your dodge?
I succeeded.
Okay, then move on to the next one.
I'm sure write this down.
Libraries.
Oh, wait, I gotta figure out how much money I
That is.
I'm a little bit
Why
poor.
do I keep rolling amazing on library use? That's a 3. That's a success.
Okay, so move on to the next roll. You got a success on.
Okay. That would
That's-
be photography when I took a picture of Conrad.
Sleight of hand. Ooh, boy, yeah.
Is that a success as well?
Yeah. On all of them.
Move on to the next one.
Is a fail in
That's it.
photography.
Hey, roll me a d10 then, Loth.
D10.
And then add that to your photography.
9.
Now do you understand how these improvement checks work?
Go.
So if you fail the skill, if you fail the roll, you can roll a d10 and add that to improve the skill. But if you succeed, you get nothing.
Do you leave the? Do you
The
leave
check mark? No, you undo the check mark.
Okay.
Even if you succeed, or only if you fail.
Even if you succeed.
Okay.
Oh.
They only last for one development phase.
My goodness.
By the way,
just-
yes, sometimes I will actually take certain actions as like a player because I am assuming it'll get me a certain roll, and I will have a chance to succeed. Like, for example, in another campaign, where I'm playing the dilettante, I had a handgun, and I could have just shot someone, but they were literally bound, and I knew I was going to be able to hit anyway, so I just rolled brawling because I knew it was an automatic success and I'd get the check mark.
I succeeded on a cult for the tarot deck, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll roll that.
Don't expect me to remember all of that, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't realize.
You're supposed to use that check marks next to the skill to track this.
That's a 77, which is a fail.
So 1d10 and then add it to a cult.
I put that in the wrong section.
7. Yippee, yippee.
Rayan, you should be going through the rest of your skills as well.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Oh,
Ouch.
you went through an entire development phase and got nothing.
I only had 3 check marks the whole time.
Wow.
Damn.
And I did all of them correctly, and I got bucked.
I can't remember anything else. I'll just, for future reference, I will
Like
check it.
reading
but-
350, and then wait no, yeah, 350, and then my assets is
Oh, also because it's the development phase, I guess I should also do your development rewards.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
god, these would have saved. These would have
I was gonna say.
potentially saved you.
That's mine. That's
Oh,
some
Genevieve would
bullshit.
have like not been crazy.
Yeah, let's see. Let me go through my notes
I
to
can't believe
see
it.
because like certain events
I was
get
like,
certain
oh,
things.
nice. I
also
succeeded
need to
in all
open
3
the
of them.
book.
level up.
Wrong.
This page. That's essentially what a development phase is.
Let me choose my hooker subclass. Come on.
My flickers of quest is crazy. Okay, I might just keep $350 cash and just have assets. But this time I'm not gonna have two. I'm not gonna have one huge house. Oh, wait, that's too many zeros at the end, I think.
Yeah, I only,
No,
I only
it's
succeeded
enough.
in like 3 skills
Times 500 is
last game.
100 times.
I did
times
like
5.
1 dodge.
So every time I do
I
the credit
shot my
rating,
gun
it
once
feels
correctly.
wrong. It's
I
a
sleight of
egregious
handed
number.
correctly once. And then that was
Like,
it.
there's
I
no way my
literally have
assets
done
are this
nothing but
high.
fail all my rolls. I've failed library twice, failed all the first aids last time. And then I haven't really done anything. I haven't made a roll this time, really. That wasn't just library. I also failed my psychology roll. And my spot hidden roll last time as well. I've done nothing but fail.
So I'm going through my notes and going through the like keeper handbook. 'Cause, yeah.
Feel wealthy. Credit
I do
rating.
not keep all of this information in my head and like literally memorized.
Yeah, I did something wrong. Oh, it's because there's 3 zeros after the 1,000. Wow. I'm on something. Clearly. What the heck? 3 zeros and
How much money does your new character have?
$35,000 in assets and 350 in cash.
Pretty good, pretty good.
She has 10 less credit rating than Jen did. But she doesn't have servants. So she just has 2 homes.
New fellow investigator added. This put dead under dead.
Oh wait, what was the name? Oh my god.
Andromeda.
All right. So,
I didn't
I need you
draw
guys to
my
roll
die.
me.
Goal.
I'm gonna let you guys. Okay. Technically, only Genevieve did this, but I give sanity rewards out as a party. So, roll me 2d6 for learning a spell.
13. 10.
6.
You guys gain that much sanity.
Wow.
Roll me 1d6 for dispelling a possessed corpse.
Oh, was that murdering fucking Sam G. Wild or whatever his name is?
4.
Gain that much sanity. And then roll me 4d6 for surviving an encounter with a great old one.
Let's go. We staying on that game. 9.
Which is wild that you guys did that so early.
What's your sanity
Probably
now?
the only reason you survived.
Currently,
So what is your current sanity now?
I'm at 84.
Oh my god.
That's almost
63.
Nice, you're out of the death spiral.
Oh, I'm in the death spiral now?
Death spiral is anything below 50.
No.
Okay, well, that makes sense. What's the difference between a prefabricated home and just a house?
A prefab is something new that was coming out after World War One, where they were just creating these like houses that were prefabricated and like basically IKEA houses.
Okay, well, I have 2 houses. Because I can.
New crib just dropped.
We could just dropped. I'm gonna have a townhouse could fit in London, right?
Yes.
Okay, I have a townhouse and an average house.
You know a palace fits in London, right?
Well, a country home didn't.
Palace, get a palace. Well,
No, a
country
country
home
home
has
is
a
a
name.
country home. It literally cannot be in a city. Like, it is by definition rural.
Struck it good for truth of knowledge.
But I want my country home in London.
You have to figure out like which school is known for. Is there a philosophy skill? No, can I just say it's history? Do I have
Royal
to?
College of London.
Royal College London? No, I was just gonna make an American who has a townhouse in Europe.
Oh,
Yeah,
easy. King's College.
King's College,
Princeton.
Princeton. Yep. Andromeda Gore, professor at Princeton. I don't know where Princeton is.
What? It's in Princeton.
No, it's in New Jersey.
Yeah. Wait, you didn't know that Princeton was a city in New Jersey?
No.
Trying to get a handle of the unknown.
You know, sometimes I forget New Jersey is a state.
You know, as someone from New York, I understand, but
It sounds like a city, you know? It sounds like somewhere that would. Okay, you know what?
no, keep clowning on New Jersey. I'm with you. I
was gonna say that.
agree.
I was gonna say that New Jersey sounds like somewhere that should be in Chicago, but Chicago is also a city. Which
Good job. I like this. I like you. You are passing the vibe check.
The vibes
Okay,
are pretty good.
Few skills that have
they all sound like cities that are inside
All
each other.
knowledge comes.
See, here's the thing. I'm from New York. We have like I'm not allowed to like New Jersey.
I fucking hate New Jersey.
Oh yeah, you're also from New York.
Yeah.
You also have to hate New Jersey.
True.
written in the bylaws of your state's constitution.
Yeah. You lose your New Yorker status if you don't.
Well, I've created Andromeda.
Wait, but you're not from the city, are you?
No, I'm from Albany.
Yeah, I was about to say because I'm pretty sure we're not from the same place in New York.
I got a lot of family in the city.
Didn't Jen's best buddy mention people having survived his game, like won his game?
But all knowledge comes
Yes.
Okay, could that just be my encounter with the strange entity, or does he not do this very often?
Oh, what? Be one of the people who survived Nyarlathotep's game?
Yeah.
Give me just a second. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, just a second. It's crazy.
Trying to get a hand over the
Okay,
unknown.
encounters with strange entities.
I mean, it was accurate. It was quite literally a second.
I'm polling from a different. Oh my god!
But all knowledge comes.
I don't like that.
So, are you going with the Princeton professor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Time.
So, 1 second, guys.
Okay,
I
I should
don't
write.
like 1 second,
down
guys.
that she's a professor. 1 second. What the? They're gone. Whatever.
What happened?
They changed the channel. They're
Oh.
talking about shit. Private information.
Oh. What if I go? What if I just hop over?
Mm,
Would it be like banned again, like before?
yeah, probably.
What if I class clairvoyance so it like cancels out?
So, sanity 84 for Cersei, and now
So
we've got
close. So easy to do.
Romida. Okay. Sorry if you can't see the screen. I'm writing the script for the intro as I play this. That's where all my stuff comes from. Trying to get a hand over the unknown, our investigators delve into the knowledge of the old world and its texts. But all knowledge comes at a cost. Damn it, dogs! Well, three investigators present.
We're back.
I missed when you left.
Mona Gore is a character. That's for certain.
Let's just say, yeah. Let's just say shit happened.
What?
What?
I was cursed out very loudly. It was mean.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes I do get just really, really mean.
Oh.
It's the BPD.
It's real. So real. Okay. Anyway.
Side note, as much as I do actually have BPD, using your mental illness as an excuse to treat people like shit is a terrible idea. Is like, that's just being a shitty human.
Yeah,
True.
that is true. See, I don't use my mental illnesses to justify being mean to people. I'm mean to people, and then, yeah, I'm mean to people, and I don't acknowledge my mental illnesses, because that's the way to go.
I recognize when my being a shitty human being is because of my mental illness, but I don't like. It's absolutely not an excuse to do it.
Yeah. Okay, well.
I'd be lying though if I said it never happened.
So would Andromeda have a reason to know about
All knowledge
this situation, perhaps? Perhaps?
No.
Okay, damn. Huh? Can't meet her yet.
I mean, you might. I'll say yes, but only because of the nature of the prior event.
Yeah.
Dealing with the same entity.
Yeah, I imagine, like, she's been looking for
Some
other victims,
and others.
to some
Yeah.
extent. Yeah.
I mean, how did the Roger Carlyle died mysteriously, right?
Yeah, that I'd say like you would know, like especially since it's connected to the Carlisle expedition, especially as a history professor, like
Yeah. Well,
like you're someone who would have like had an interest in that expedition.
awesome. Well, fucking, I have
Egyptology is big, man.
Egyptology.
Listen,
Funnily enough, I didn't give her any points in Sanskrit or Coptic. It's just Latin. But she knows a lot of Latin.
truth and knowledge as an investigator finds.
Better than her English, actually, based on stats alone.
Well, that's an academic understanding of it.
Yeah. Nonetheless, really
Center of
funny.
Cosmic
I
revelation.
like that perspective of.
So
Apparently warping all around.
did you study Latin with the people
was no
going to
telling.
seminary at Princeton?
There's no
Probably
telling.
so.
Yeah, you studied
real,
Latin with
from
people who were
people.
training to be priests and had to speak fluent Latin.
Trying to get a hand.
Yeah.
Investigators delve
Fun
into
fact, people at
knowledge
the
of
Vatican
old
can
world
actually
texts.
speak Latin
But
conversationally.
all knowledge comes at a cost, and some lose more than others.
Which is, in my opinion, wild.
That's why Latin, like,
Time and
I don't know, it's so weird that,
investigators
like, Latin is
pursue.
nonetheless a dead language, even though people in the Vatican could speak it
It is
competently.
so dead language means that there are no first language speakers.
Oh, I thought
Or
there was no
there's
native.
under a certain amount of first language speakers.
Ah, I thought it was there was no nation that declared it as its language, but I might be thinking of something else.
Nope. It
Yeah,
means that
okay.
there are
I'm not gonna
a limited
write
number
that.
of first language speakers. Irish is actually a dead language as well.
That makes sense.
There are no first language Irish speakers that were born after 1997.
Oh,
Yeah, so what was I thinking? I don't know.
Welsh is also a dead language, by the way, so is Scots.
I'm
Thank
trying
you.
to think. I'm trying to think of a scar that has to like do with the eyes, because I feel like that's the most fitting for a character with clairvoyance. But all I could think of is cloudy eyes.
let's see. Try something other than eyes. What about like the mouth? You know, like you.
Maybe wear an eye
Clairvoyance
patch.
clairvoyance can be seen as different interpretations. You know, like seeing the future or like speaking. Like
No, theirs is more like it's technically more like scrying in 5e.
scrying.
Yeah. In this specific circumstance, it is just seeing other places.
Just put like a. You can put like a stitch mark on your forehead.
Although I guess they're also
Third eyes
clairvoyant
do
in the
that.
other sense. But I mean, you know.
Yeah, technically. Technically, you are right. You
Yeah.
speak true, woman.
I'm speaking only facts here.
What are you doing around here? Anyway.
Also, did I tell you about did I tell you that the other day I saw someone shitting in public?
No, and I would have been fine without knowing this, in all honesty.
Just Florida things.
How in public?
I was in the gym and they literally just upped a squat near one of the machines.
Hey, they could have. They're just working out their what's it called?
They're trying to not hit a certain weight, okay?
They're I don't think. Never mind. I'm just not gonna go any further with that.
Which is wild because I thought like going where I do, I would not have any crazies. My
Pooping
gym's
on the floor in
extensive.
your gym is crazy. It's
Yeah.
just everyday activities.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna do.
But yeah, because I go to a gym that's actually an Olympic training facility. And it's extremely expensive unless you have an Olympic qualifier, which I don't, so it's extremely expensive.
Is there a restroom in the gym?
Yes, multiple.
Was
And
there
they're
one
very
nearby?
Where was the person rushing before they popped the squat?
No.
Was it quiet, at least?
What? The gym or them? The gym is never quiet. It's an Olympic
Were
training
they
facility.
quiet? Was our mysterious shitter quiet?
No.
Ah, that's uncouth, honestly.
I'll let you guess their age range.
I'm gonna imagine they're rather old.
Yeah, let's say like 40s.
If I had to guess,
middle.
if I had to guess, I'd say like 40s or 50s.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
Were they on
a
something?
dude. Yeah, I'm thinking like a roided up dude just popped the squat.
You are not too far off of how they looked.
Where did
I was thinking roided
Middle-aged
bald dude. It's in my
Like, let's just put it this way. They looked about as natty as Ronnie Coleman.
mind.
Oh wait, I just realized you guys probably don't know who Ronnie Coleman is.
A
I
quick Google search can help.
No, yeah, like fucking pumped full of
World's best
steroids.
world's best bodybuilder.
Oh.
Yeah, they looked about as natty as Ronnie Coleman. Fun fact, Ronnie Coleman was on 1,600 milligrams weekly of testosterone.
That sounds safe for the human body.
Your average, he also was on massive amounts of levothyroxine, which is a thyroid, it makes your thyroid activate more, which makes you lose body fat faster. He was also on growth hormone at an insane level. Like, dude was on basically every. By the way, fun fact: he was on so many PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, that he now has hypothyroidism and has to take levothyroxine just for his thyroid not to like shut off because he was overstimulating it so much with drugs. Also, he used to be a cop until he got fired for using steroids. Apparently, cops are not allowed to use steroids, which actually is probably a good thing, knowing the like, roid rage is a thing.
Yeah.
Though I doubt that stops
Now,
some of them.
I was about to say, now, given the fact that I know what a lot of cops here look like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure a lot of them are on gear, so...
Well, yeah, just because they're not allowed to doesn't mean they're not going to, unfortunately.
Yeah, no one ever tests for it. And it's pretty easy to get a TRT prescription, which would then be like, means you are allowed to be on it.
Yeah.
If you just tell your doctor you're having symptoms of low T, they'll give you TRT prescription. And then if you don't have low T, it just acts as like, congratulations, you now have steroids.
Yeah.
Fun fact, steroids also increase homosexual tendencies.
Sick.
Sick.
It is a well-known and well-researched fact that people who take steroids tend to exhibit homosexual attraction.
How does that? I wonder how that works.
I don't know, but apparently pumping your body full of steroids makes you gay. Like that's like an unironic statement that is fairly well researched. Steroids can sort of, I shouldn't say it makes you gay, but it does indeed seem to be correlative with people changing their sexuality.
What a shock.
No. To that question, the answer is no.
Yeah, I
Bitter.
figured. Yeah, that's why I phrased it as, or is the logical to be assumed. Okay, well, at least the logical's to be assumed. See, I don't know, like, visible scarring that much. I know one thing, and that's a
Oh
licking.
yeah, also steroids also increase your libido, but also make you sexually impotent. Yep. They make you not able to come.
Steroids?
Come.
Yeah.
A bunch of gay gooners.
Why did you use that specific phrasing?
They also shrink your testicles
Okay, well,
and increase the size of your clitoris.
I know about that one.
Yeah.
Well, okay, basically it's all the side effects of basically taking high doses of tea. So I mean, yeah. By technicality, I could say I have been on steroids.
Yeah.
Albeit I've never been to I've never been beyond natty level, so I mean.
No, by visible signs, I don't mean signs that you could see. I mean signs that other people could see. Motherfucker. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with the classic.
Our new investigator.
He's done. I'm just trying to figure out a physical deformity.
Deformity.
Crooked nose.
You could have an eye on your hand.
Ooh.
I don't think that's an injury or scar, technically.
You could have like a almond-shaped burn scar on your forehead.
You could have multiple irises.
Yeah, I was thinking about that's called like what, duoplopia or whatever. No, that's double seeing. That's diplopia. I was pretty close though.
Polychoria, by the way. It's the
I feel like you're legally blind if you have that though, you know?
Maybe not. Polychoria. Side effects of poly.
Us
Oh yeah.
eyes.
Blurred vision, poor vision, difficulties from the glares of light. You know, we could rock with that.
Spot hidden goes down to 0.
I didn't have
yeah,
spot.
reduce your spot hidden by 5.
Okay, so put my spot hidden to 20.
Yep.
Okay.
Cosm.
Okay, we have Andromeda Gore. Very model of your model major. Very model of your modern major general.
Age.
Yes. I would say like her entrance would be direct, almost like timed to be directly after Genevieve scored it out. As if orchestrated by an invisible hand.
Oh yeah?
The hand of fate.
What type of polychoria do you have, by the way?
Oh no! Don't ask me questions about this disorder that I know nothing of.
Okay, so I should say, like, do you have two full pupils, or are they more like? I guess I should just send you images of like, since you are not. Okay, 1 second.
I guess true polychoria rather than false polychoria.
So it like more like that, or
Whoa.
This
Yeah.
is having
I love these
multiple
images.
options.
They're
Nasty
so
right
weird.
there, dude.
I think true polychoria is technically more like the second one, although I could be lying to you.
That is
well, I'm gonna be honest. The second one is not actually that it's verified false.
Oh well, then the first one. I don't know. Whatever one. I'm agreeing.
It's fiction. Just make it up.
Yeah, like here's also another like thing that people think polychoria can be, but as far as like without any on that, like you would need magic to do that.
Yeah.
And
Luckily,
the magic
I
you
literally
have.
do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the first one now because.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
I think that one's also requiring at least some divine intervention of some sort.
Yeah, yes, it indeed does.
If you know,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
I don't think you know.
I don't think either of you do now. Okay, now I'm having to read up on how the pupil works, understand how true polychoria works.
Well, yours is from magic, so
It doesn't need
Mine
to
is from
have
magic,
a
that's
scientific
true.
explanation.
Yeah, but I like scientific explanations sometimes.
Womp womp.
No.
Yeah.
well, here's a question: would your character have a scientific explanation in 1919?
No, but I would like to understand like
Exactly.
how her not seeing works.
Well, we're just gonna assume that it's not that bad.
Okay, we would like that.
Because, magic.
Magic, yeah.
Magic.
She can literally choose to see in other places if she so likes. Well, yeah. But as I said, she'll walk in, kind of looking around, and she'll turn, trying to. She looks around for a bit, but eventually just turns directly towards Forrest and Cersei, and just walk up to those two, with intention.
Hello.
Well, hello. I am Yeah, I keep hitting stupid accents, so we're just gonna talk like this. Hello, I am Miss Gore. You are what is it, Miss Valentine and Forrest?
Forest, yeah.
Maybe? Yes. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've been looking for you per se.
Why,
If
what you-
how long?
Let you
If you've been watching for at least the past couple minutes, you'd know we're both in quite a state of disarray right now.
Yes. Poor Genevieve. I'm rather sorry to hear that. I'm just lucky I didn't see it quite myself. Lady Astor was never lucky. But I am aware that. Oh, well, are you two aware that the properties of Miss Astor will be, let's say, absorbed by the state in order to recoup the costs of her
like her
pension.
house.
Yes, all of it. Her money, her house, everything will be
But
sold.
she made like a makeshift will, like giving some stuff to us.
Oh, no. She's not dead, so you can't inherit her properties.
So just that will go into effect if she did die.
Oh, it won't. There are no properties. What's happening is she's not dead. They're seizing her assets.
What if she
And
dies on the way to the mental institution?
well, you would be quite fortunate. But I believe she's. When I was walking in, she had already been patched up for the most part.
Hmm.
But although I do think we should be leaving soon.
I think so.
Yes, if you two need a place to stay, rent won't be much, if anything. I need to ask you a few questions, and she'll hand out a little note with her address on it. Although she doesn't walk away, she just gives the note.
Thank
Just
you.
a townhome on
Well,
some street in London.
I would be tolerant to answering some questions. I don't know about Forrest here, but as far as staying in your home, we just met you, so obviously a little hesitant towards that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like they spent the night in Jen's home directly after meeting her.
Okay, but we had bonding experiences.
Bonding experiences, yeah. Jen just ripped her ears out, for goodness sake. How dare this one try and encroach?
And she saved my life the first time we met her, so.
Yeah, well, maybe we need to get shot this time.
What
Dramatic
what did you just say to me?
Hey.
Did I hear you correctly?
Jumla's not saying anything. She's formulating. Well, from the looks of it, she's gonna look, kind of peer into Jennifer's bags. I don't believe you can read very many of those books, unless you two happen to speak Latin.
Do you say I look unlearned?
Oh, darling.
I know there's a stigma around the South in America, but
well, it's not a stigma per se when it's just fact, proven true.
Okay. Well, I've lived a lot of my life in big capitals. Okay, so I'm quite learned actually.
Yes, that's Miss Valentine. Well, you may be learned, as you put it. I don't believe you are learned in. She puts air quotes every time she says learned. In Latin.
Well, whether that's true or not, I'm not just gonna hand you the books.
Well, you don't have to hand me the books. I could explain them to you from my home. There are some And there's some delicate conservationing to have with about the situation surrounding. What was the guy's name again? Like John Liquor? I know it's the guy with the calling card.
The
Jackson Gulter?
the hotel guy in New York.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, this thing is Jackson Gozer. Something like that.
Elias Brandy.
Elias Brandy. I knew it was
fuck.
something alcohol.
It's like-
And I could certainly help you with your situation surrounding. Well, with your situations you need to sort before you meet Mr. Brandy.
Well, I wouldn't mind coming over to talk. If Forrest here would join me.
Get me the fuck out of here.
This is Harry.
Seems my friend here is very eager to leave.
I would be too if I had seen Pete's soul. Yeah. She also has a car. Did I write down which car? No.
Actually, I think Forrest will drive. Well, actually, what happened to the car that's parked outside the library?
Extend the car with them. For her brilliant emerald.
Get impounded?
Has it been impounded yet?
Nope.
I say
Would
we
you
just
like to try and
take it.
stop them?
What are they? How quickly did they get there?
Well, I mean, the authorities are here.
Oh, I see. Do they know? How do they know which car? You know, that takes a while to figure out.
Not really.
I guess we'll leave it.
Jen's car is excruciatingly ostentatious. I was like, what would be a stupid rich kid car to have? So it's a really bright green. And it's a fancy car. Yeah, Lancia Lambda 214 Italy.
Also, don't forget, this is a public library and you're like the only wealthy person here.
And instead, Andromeda
In
will
London, where people don't normally drive.
Andromeda will lead the group to her much more reasonable Rolls Royce. No, that's not a Silver Goose. I think that's a Rolls Royce. I don't know. The formatting is confusing me. Yeah, Silver Goose. It's more expensive. It's fun. I have money and I don't know what to do with it, and I'm irresponsible.
That's good to know about you.
It's about me. It's not about Andromeda. She's responsible. She just wanted to splurge. Yeah. I think this could sit multiple people. I don't know.
Well, if you'll lead the way.
She will indeed. Oh, this could sit 4 people. Yeah, it is a Rolls Royce. I was right. Okay. I guess we'll drive to Andromeda's townhouse in the city. Which I guess would be by the Royal British Academy, or whatever they call it, the university.
The Royal College of London.
Yeah, the Royal College of London. She'll probably just bought a house nearest to there. And that's yeah. Don't rely on guns. What horrible advice.
Also, Cersei will take Genevieve's handgun out of the bag and give it to Forrest.
Yeah. Her other guns are gone forever, but not her really good pistol. Right for murdering.
How long is the drive to your house? God damn.
Oh, I
Not-
just assumed you guys already got there.
Yeah, I did too. I'm unused to not having prompting from the GM, but this seems like a situation where we don't need much. She'll just lead them into her home. I was trying to calculate how much money I had remaining in my assets.
Wow, this place is interesting.
Now, what did she mean by that?
It's very nice.
You're speaking with a level of hesitancy that's
It's not my personal style, but to each their own.
Yes, I do understand that it is a bit less fancy than Miss Genevieve's was. But,
Yeah.
you know,
Hopefully
I
your
don't have
hopefully your
money.
doors don't fight against me.
Not a socialite like she is. Or she was. Yes, well, we shall hope they don't. Mine wasn't a fault against me personally. She was walking on the side. I don't know. Town home.
So why exactly should we be so trusting of you?
Well, you're already more trusting of a stranger who won't answer to you on the phone.
I mean, well, we haven't gone there yet. That's 2 weeks away.
Yes, but that is your plan, is it not?
I mean, for now. Who knows? We have plenty of time to figure out more. For all I know, you could be the crawling scribe himself. In a guise.
Me and Nifrim Khan have our own personal differences.
Oh, you're acquainted?
Oh yes, one could say that.
Of course.
Cersei takes a step back.
I think you met him as Conrad, was it?
Yes.
Yes, staffer at the funeral center, who, a bunch of situations, a bunch of unlucky. I met him as Professor Abe. Abe. Oh God, I hate thinking of last names. Professor Abe. Coworker of mine, Abe. He was trying to acted all strangely, and then just disappeared. And then I was invited to play a game by a strange monster in the late of night. Only I might have won, if that's what you could call it.
Is that so?
I'd say so.
How does one win this game?
By not going insane. That's how.
So,
Or at least
there's,
recovering from the insanity. It's a bit
there's a
bit
finish
easier.
line. There's an end point of when being sane suddenly counts.
Wait, what was that?
Well, you just said to not go insane. When does that count? I'm not insane right now.
Yes,
Have I
but
won?
you didn't play the game, now did you?
Well, I feel like we've been playing along just as much as Genevieve did.
Well, how do I explain? The difference is she saw, and you didn't.
I guess
The
that's
ineffable
fair.
truth of all things. It's bound to drive you mad. It drove me mad. Only I got better. Took a
I think I
bit.
got the gist of it.
Yes, but
Dream, nothing matters. Stuff like that.
yes, but words can only describe it so much.
Hmm.
It's I can explain to your friend Forrest here the idea of shooting a gun and it turning to bubbles, but that only goes so far.
Okay.
Okay, have you been watching us or something, huh?
Well, it's safe to say that I have an extra eye to keep things on.
Does Andromeda just have, I don't know, just have her?
Third people, yes.
Well, I mean, like, do they just have their eyes out? You know, are they like, do you like they wear like
No, Andromeda.
shaded sunglasses to like cover them?
No, she couldn't give a fuck.
Okay.
She has a low appearance, I think, for a reason.
I see that.
She's not an ugly woman. She just doesn't care for the pleasantries of modern life as you would.
Yeah, appearance is very much determined by society. So
Yeah,
Well,
she's
I can't exactly relate, but
oh, heaven forbid.
your if you can help, it would be appreciated. But I don't. We'll see how far your help goes and decide if we should stay or not.
Well, I'd love to help. Although I don't know. Oh wait. Okay. Oh, this is great. Yeah, thank you for the context.
I'll just pour out the books from the bag onto, like, I guess a coffee table if you have one.
Yeah, no, it's a house. It's not like it's not like mom's. This is a
You
nice
have
house.
one of those, you know. I know you kind of.
She took you to what is essentially her summer home.
Yeah. I know coffee tables are hard to get these days.
If you
If you have one of those, you know.
what's gonna happen? We're gonna be beefing soon. Okay. Of the books that Jen had, which one would like stick out to Andromeda the most? Like for
I
like
don't
a
know.
good one just to like seem trustworthy. Besides, the book of sigils that definitely is gonna like say something horrible in it.
I will. Oh, wait, you continue. I want to find out.
I don't know.
Okay, well I guess I'll just do the book of oaths of the book, the honor of oath book.
I will pull out the Grand Grimoire and start on that.
Yeah, I'll just read the sigil book then. You know what? We rock with it. Sanity's only the path to the solution, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a
You'll read
better.
the sigil book.
Yep.
Why?
I need you to
Why?
roll me an
What do you
intelligence check.
do?
Intelligence check. I have a higher stat than you two on
You
that.
want to fail this.
I want to fail this. Well, shit.
I'm just saying,
I-
why do you go? They said risky is what causes you to die.
Well, I don't think I fail.
And we know the spell in there is not going to be useful to us.
That is a like that's third. Yeah, that's below third of my score. So extreme.
Okay.
Oh God.
You lose 10 sanity. Roll me a
God.
d10.
Wait,
Don't
already?
worry.
Oh my
Don't worry, you can trust
God!
me. Come into my home.
So I can eat you.
Hey, what let's do?
Let me summon my bestie.
No, I don't think my
Oh.
bestie's in the. Although maybe he is.
Nyarlethotep is my ex, and they won't return my calls. Now I gotta summon them.
I think
I'm
it's.
gonna 1, 2, or 3. Choose.
Guys, 1, 2, or 3.
I say go 3.
3.
3.
Number 3.
Okay. Roll me a d4.
If I die because of this, you guys fucked me. That's a
Wait,
4.
okay, I was gonna
You
say
say
before you do.
re-fucked you?
So wait, left, right. You can no longer use your right leg.
Oh, okay.
Roll me a d4 to see. Roll me a d4 to see how long.
Oh, okay. That's a 3?
3 hours.
3 hours? Okay.
As you suffer suffer from a psychosomatic disability.
Oh, so she just goes so fucking crazy that her leg breaks?
You just believe your leg doesn't work,
Yeah.
and so you can't use it.
However, I'm gonna start a clock.
For what?
As you learn the first part of summon dimensional shambler.
What? Why am I learning? Why am I the one that keeps learning spells?
You're reading the
decided to
book
read a
of
mythos
blood.
book.
Okay. I only learned the first part of it?
Yep, you learn the first of 6 parts.
I'm assuming the
Actually,
next
on an
5.
extreme success, I'll let you learn 2.
And the next 4, I'm assuming, are immediately after in the book?
Yep.
They require more hours of reading?
Yep.
Oh, great.
What were you reading?
I'm reading the Grand Grimoire.
Okay. Roll me intelligence.
Oh, come on. Okay, I will spend 4 luck to succeed.
Okay. You lose 4 sanity. And you learn the first part of the Elder Sign of 3.
First part of the Elder Sign.
Yeah, the Elder Sign is a ward that protects against otherworldly entities and prevents them from entering or leaving a space.
I'm assuming the Dimensional Shambler is an otherworldly entity?
Probably.
Yeah, so are Great Old Ones.
Sick. How do you learn more? Do you just
know what a
continue?
Dimensional Shambler is with her 12 mythos
I was
skill?
not listening. I was not paying attention to what you just said. I couldn't hear you guys talking over each other.
You go first.
I was gonna say, would Andromeda know what a Dimensional Shambler is with her 12 mythos rating skill?
You can certainly try.
I could try. Don't worry, guys. I just need to roll a 12%.
What are you trying to do here? Are you trying to go insane again?
That's a 71, so I don't think I succeed.
Are you trying to get us killed?
You do not succeed.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
I got nothing.
Do you don't want to read any of the books? You don't know languages?
I don't think any of this is good. I can't do any of this, man.
Well,
I believe the Red Dragon is also in Old English.
I suppose I could try to read that.
Roll me English.
English. Oh, good.
Okay. Roll me intelligence.
Okay. Let's see.
it's
Oh yeah, that's
unfortunate
good.
Okay. You take 4 points of sanity. And you learn the first of 12 parts of the rite of reanimation.
Sick.
Does this indeed reanimate rightly?
It does.
Right.
It's exactly what you think it does.
We have
It
our
reanimates
paladin.
corpses.
But not as themselves, I'm assuming. More so.
They're just like, yeah, they're just corpses.
Right. Yeah, corpses that live.
I'm
Madness.
sure that'll go great with your backstory of seeing a dead body move.
Get this fucking book away from me, man. What are we even doing?
Well, I was going to go skim through some of these and explain the contents to you. Like this book. Well, the first thing I came across was a ritual to summon a dimensional shambler.
That doesn't sound. That doesn't.
This is
sound
fucking
very-
insanity.
That doesn't sound very good at all.
None of this is right.
Maybe all of it's right, and everything else is wrong.
Could you wait? What? How do you know? How do you get like a bout of madness?
You lose 5 sanity or more at once.
Everyone. I see.
So what I've done almost every time I've rolled a sanity check.
Could you do to learn more? Do I just keep reading?
You can keep reading if you want.
Sure.
Okay, roll me intelligence.
That's a 4.
Damn.
Roll me sanity.
I think we want to fail the intelligences, guys.
Nope.
Sanity.
At this point, now it doesn't matter.
Sanity 100.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you've never
It's a
rolled a
38.
Yep, you lose 1 sanity.
Okay.
And did you roll an extreme success on that intelligence?
Oh, for sure.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, you learn. You know the Elder Sign.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. While Valentine's reading, or while Cersei's reading the
Yeah, I'm gonna be reading this for a while. I assume. I assume
Red
it was like
Dragon.
8 hours.
It's gonna take a while. Yeah.
I'm gonna continue reading the this ritual to summon the dimensional shambler.
Do I see this?
Do you?
I mean,
Yeah.
I
okay.
probably. Can I try to take the book?
You can certainly try.
Give me that fucking book.
I mean, they have one leg that they can use. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, but
You're fucking
she's sitting
paralyzed
there.
in one leg. My friend just died. This is not right. You're not reading this book.
Yeah, and let's like pause for a moment. Like, you know, Brian is about to start reading. How dare he? And George looked up and was like, "Well, you could read it if you would like."
Sure, give it to me.
Okay.
What is? That sounds.
Do I have the book now?
suspicious.
Okay, she'll just pick up another book and start reading.
Alright. I'm gonna set it on fire with a lighter.
So,
Set it on fire.
mythos item.
Okay.
Does its fire?
As you set it on fire,
Am I the one to see this for the fucking lunacy that it is?
As you set it on fire, the book actually screams.
Does it seem to be burning?
It does sort of seem to be burning and twisting into some shape, upon which some figure appears.
Oh no.
Why are you
burning my home?
Is this...
You're fucking evil.
No. You're evil.
Don't you tell me twice.
You're the one burning my home.
Then why are you making people go insane?
I don't do any such thing.
Fuck.
The like tiny like almost looks like a weird do you guys who here knows Pokemon?
I do.
I guess, yeah.
Sort of.
Okay, y'all know Impidimp?
Yes.
Mhm.
It looks like this creature looks like Impidimp.
Oh.
Looks very much like classical fairy.
Oh, that's adorable, though.
At this point, guns out now. I'm not falling for this shit, man.
I'm just plugging my ears, continuing reading.
And now you're going to threaten to shoot me.
Oh, I'm not threatening. I shoot.
As you shoot,
Oh my god.
Good job.
they're
Good
gonna
job.
roll a
Good job.
dodge.
Good job. Kill,
I ain't
It
falling for
probably-
this insanity.
kill that thing.
They rolled an extreme success, so you would need to get a extreme success on your shoot.
God, give it to
Easy
me.
work. Easy work.
16.
You could luck,
What
you could luck
is an
it. You could luck
extreme
it.
success? I'm pushing it down by 3 to make it 13, which is extreme.
Okay.
I'm not letting this bastard get away.
As you pull the trigger, you notice I'm like immediately start disappearing from view, and then they appear behind you. However, you notice you did hit them. Go ahead, roll damage.
This thing has like a million fucking...
Oh, it's tiny.
Alright,
It's
so
tiny.
That doesn't mean anything. This thing... I don't think it
Four
pays the
damage.
values of
I
long.
think it's a glass cannon type deal.
You should probably be using Jen's gun.
How much damage?
4.
Okay.
You probably should be using
He's
Jen's.
going to look at Forrest. How dare you? Okay, if you want to try and dodge, you can.
I guess I'll dodge.
Okay.
Oh my god, does Forrest fucking instantly die?
Dodge. I said success.
You can make it hard, you know?
Okay, as the walls begin to shift in your mind, and you feel unsteady as the room itself begins to collapse inward, and you feel you are now like being. It almost feels like you're being crushed by the house.
Oh, easy work. Tell the house to stop it.
Now you're having fun, aren't you?
You little
Hey.
fuck.
It's so much fun being. Everyone thinks, oh, you're the little guy. You can be picked on. No, not anymore.
I'm
Maybe
shooting
I just
again.
Keep squeezing. Roll, but you have 2 penalty dice.
Hey.
At this point, you are like you're physically, as far as your like mind is concerned, you're having to move in a very very tight position.
Andromeda, this is your
Alright.
time to gain some trust.
Well,
Oh yeah.
I don't know how Andromeda could intervene without herself getting shot or, dimensionally.
So, is
Wait.
this a success or a fail?
I'm pushing it by 10. From 80 to 70, I'm pushing it to success.
Oh my god.
I'm killing this thing. Man.
Okay, they're gonna roll a dodge.
Fail.
Okay, and they teleport again.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, I guess
A bookshelf.
Andromeda's gonna grab.
Well, if you're going to continue to shoot, maybe I just make this a little tighter.
Oh.
And now I need you to roll me strength.
Oh, my forte. Can I push? I would like.
How are you pushing this?
I am so. I see this
Fortify
the
your mind.
absolute insanity that it is. I'm so utterly pissed off. I cannot help but will myself to push forward.
I'll allow it.
I will not lose. Hell yeah, that's extreme success.
That's crazy.
I will not lose.
Okay. You manage to push against the walls collapsing on you. You only take 1 point of damage. As you can feel, you can feel at this point, like your body is you're being crushed. Whether or not, and you guys can literally see somehow, some way, this tiny creature is crushing Forrest.
Is the book still there? Like, is the book a part of it, or is the book just sitting somewhere else?
The book is now sitting on the ground in front of Forrest.
Okay,
Is it
Genevieve's
still
gonna
burning?
touch it. Andromeda's gonna try and like.
Are you done trying to kill me?
Andromeda's gonna reach for the book and be like, and just hold it there and just be like, now why don't we all calm down for a moment here?
Why should I calm down? They wanted to kill me.
Well, you must. This is my home, and I understand that they attacked your home, but can we have some hospitality? Can you express some niceness as a guest, but just for the moment, and I'll get this all sorted out. I promise.
Why would I be nice to your guest that tried to kill me?
I'm asking you to be nice to me. I hate. Look, they couldn't fire. One of the shots missed, right?
No, I hit most of them all.
Oh, yeah,
No,
you hit them all.
they dodged though. They dodged only. You only hit the once.
Oh yeah. If I was gonna like motion to like a base that just is shattered on the ground, I'm like, look at what this destruction. Look at what this destruction is causing. Can we just perhaps relax for just a moment, and then if you'd like to continue your fight, I'd love it if you took it outside.
They snapped their fingers and the walls returned to normal.
I can't believe this thing's actually being my guest lost. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, no, I am basically just trying to pull some like you must be a good guest or superstition kind of thing, which is not the same mythos, but you know we could pretend it is. Andromeda will. There has to be a
If they try to kill me again, I will kill them.
Yes, yes. Now let's all calm down.
I'd
I'm
like to
going.
point out that you did less than 1% of its HP.
Gotta try.
Would Andromeda have any clue as to what this thing could be? Could she roll to have a clue?
You could roll me a Colt.
Oh, a Colt? I'm so much better at a Colt.
Could I roll in a call?
Yes.
Okay, that is just barely
Oh.
successful.
I would roll a Colt, but I am
You're busy.
judging by-
Yeah, no. Andromeda succeeds with her 75 occult. She's a history professor with a specialty, what can I say? This thing's gonna be like Lucifer, the Dark One, or something crazy.
Asmodeus.
Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies. This is actually just a copy of Lord of the Flies, made its way back to the past.
Yeah, this is actually sorry, this is a Kobla now. They're a type of domestic house fairy that live in books.
Are they like
That's kind of funny.
neutral?
They're not. They generally help the household that they live in when not offended.
God, and such sat on fire.
And yeah, they live in books.
So it's likely that the Whispering Book might also be a goblin owl.
Could be.
Okay. Awesome. I'm so sorry about that, my friends. Forrest here does not know what a goblin owl is, and how they aren't to be immediately shot, and then their place of residence to be set aflame. Yeah. May I ask for something to call you by?
My name is Puck.
Oh my god.
It's so funny.
Let's roll the thing.
It's such a cute little thing.
I can't believe Forrest fucking shot it.
It's a demon. It's a little creature came out of a book that screamed.
Yeah, because you set the book on fire.
And to be fair, yeah,
get you
it was
paralyzed.
screaming because you set it on fire.
Poor little baby. You set it on fire.
I'm pretty sure if I set you on fire, you'd scream.
Yeah, let's test that.
Don't give them ideas.
Look at the ideas. But yeah, no. So she'll hold her hand up to shake Puck's hand. Like, well, my name. I'm assuming this isn't like Fey logic where if I tell Puck my name, I'll fucking lose it, right? This is a different kind of situation.
They are a fairy.
Yeah, okay. Well, you can call me Andy. It's lovely to meet you.
You're a very smart one.
Well, yes, it's... Yeah, sometimes you have to take certain precautions, you know. I'm imagining Puck isn't exactly your name either.
No.
But you know, it works nonetheless. Now, is there anything I could do to make up for my friend's mishap in this short moment?
I would like a new book.
Oh, is the sigil book just beyond repair?
Yeah, it's that thing is destroyed.
Thank God.
Is there a specific type of book that you inhabit?
I like books made of vellum.
Did any of the books we took from his life from fucking? It's in my notes.
Yeah, a lot of them are made of vellum.
Okay. Which book should we offer him? I'll offer him the... Is the Key of Solomon bound in vellum?
Yes.
I'll offer Puck the Key of Solomon. It's a new hell. The Keys of Solomon. Because if it's a helpful little guy, then there's no harm.
Okay. They'll accept that.
We have the party pet now, guys. Yeah.
As you notice, they somehow magically merge with the book, and you can't like opening the book, like somehow they fit inside this book, and you don't know how this works, but you know it's Fey magic, so
I don't know how it works, but it works. And we don't need to ask more questions after that. That's how you lose your mind.
You're starting to understand.
You just gotta understand that things sometimes shouldn't be understood. Yes.
I'm glad you're just now starting to understand that.
Well, I could have understood it a while ago and just chose not to. One of the things that determined was worth not understanding. That I should understand things. Paradox, if you will. But anyhow. So yeah, she was looking so big like, well, this is a shame. You folk had to return this after all, didn't you?
And they won't notice.
Real quick, can I get a brief summary of how clairvoyance works? It's just like as an action, I can make a power check to try and see another place.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Is it just
That was
seeing,
fucking
or is it
sick
like
as
my
fuck,
other
by the way.
senses as well?
All your senses.
Like I knew it was kind of
Awesome.
useless, but you know, gotta play out the character, right? That's what we're doing this for.
Just double checking on that. You're probably right. If you had noticed, I imagine something would have been said by now. But do you have a debt to pay him anyway? Or anyhow? I guess now that Forrest weren't the fucking Citadel, I'm gonna read the Keys of Solomon, unless a puck is like in the way now.
I mean,
This is actually where we're going to end it, though.
Yeah.
Burning books.
just reading. Not
Yeah, I
paying
love how
attention.
you casually just tried to burn
I
a
mean,
fairy's book.
I'm not standing for this insanity anymore.
I mean, what? You just told us that the book summons some crazy shit. We're not gonna let you continue to learn how to summon it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think that was the logical course of action. The more spells you know, the better. Okay, because then
No, you don't need to know that spell.
you need
because then you get a bout of madness, and the bout of madness is like, hey, you cast the spell that summons yada yada. I'm like, oops, guess I gotta do that now.
Well, you know the Elder Sign, so we rock with it.
Yeah, Elder Sign is useful.
Who's to say that summoning a dimensional shambler isn't?
Many. I think many would agree.
Maybe we could set it upon our enemies, man.
Do you want the DM to tell you something?
Yeah.
Summoning dimensional shamblers is, like, incredibly useful.
Yeah.
They're just... They're
high HP. They're high HP mythos creatures that do your bidding.
Oh, well, we could probably find another book just that helps us summon us dimension
Like, oh, that shit's gonna eat us.
Just summon a corpse. Learn to reanimate, so.
I'm good.
Wait.
The funny thing is, you could have burned that one safely.
Yeah,
I mean, like, there was no way to know that a fairy was in that specific book.
The book that everyone can magically read without any particular reason to it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, by the way, that property is now applied to the Book of Solomon.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I can read Latin. Oh!
So everyone can read the Keys to Solomon now.
Yeah, I mean, it's good if we all want to learn the spell that's in it.
Yeah, which means also, we could probably, like, it depends on how, like, willing Puck is to move from book to book, but that means we could probably, like, increase our capability to read books anyway.
What are the specifics of the Elder Sign again?
You draw the Elder Sign, on a threshold, and the threshold cannot be crossed by extra dimensional beings.
All right.
Nice.
Wow.
Are
That's
the
crazy.
Catalan extra dimensional beings, or are they something else?
No, those are fairies.